Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you out to Thunderbird High School here in Phoenix, just off of 19th Avenue and Thunderbird Road. James Boovey alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole, as you get a gorgeous look just high atop Titan Stadium, the T on the side of the mountain there, Ed. We got a fantastic ball game tonight. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks are in town to battle the Thunderbird Titans, a 5-1 against 6-0 matchup as Thunderbird comes in undefeated tonight. This should be a juggernaut matchup here this evening.
It should be, and this is for first place in the 4A West Valley. Both teams are 1-0. You mentioned the Titans 6-0. Both of these teams playing really well. Yuma Catholic 5-1. These teams are rolling right now. This is going to be a hard-fought victory. It's going to be a physical game right here on the football field, on a 2-year-old football field. So this is pretty brand new football field, but this is going to be a great game between two really good football teams.
You know, this 4A division, we've talked about it all season long. It's a juggernaut, Ed. There are a lot of good teams even in this region, including Thunderbird and Yuma Catholic, and this should be a knockdown, drag-out fight here tonight.
It should be a Northwest Christian, also 1-0 in the 4A West Valley. As we see the standings, Northwest Christian 5-0. So those top three teams are going to be fighting it all to make the playoffs and hopefully make a run at the championship in that 4A area. So this is going to be a really good game tonight. I can't wait to see these athletes do battle tonight. It's going to be awesome, JP.
Good icy white look tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. They made about a 3.5-hour bus trip up here today. So I was thinking for a moment they might be on fall break this week, but no such luck, as Coach Stallworth said, no, we're just business as usual this week and making a trip to Phoenix for another big-time 4A matchup. So we're excited you're with us here tonight on CW7 Arizona, and we'll be back after a very short commercial timeout to Titan Stadium here at Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. As you can see, the Shamrocks getting warmed up and ready to go. And this week, one of the wide receivers for Yuma Catholic, Sir Stokes, getting himself an Ed Doherty Award medallion. We were going to present that to him on the field, but due to technical difficulties, not able to do so tonight. But this young man is nothing but special for the Shamrocks.
Tuesday on the Desert Gridiron game plan. What a great young man. Him and Coach Stallworth, we both had him on. And Sir Stokes is having a great year. 26 catches, almost 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. Last week against St. Mary's had almost 300 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. So this young man is liable to break it. So he is going to be fun to watch tonight. So folks, look for number 2 for the Shamrocks because he is a difference maker.
We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return for more of the pregame show right here from Titan Stadium in Phoenix. You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff pregame show right here on Arizona CW7. We will be right back.
I got all these hospital bills and I don't know what to do.
Do you have a lawyer?
No, I can't afford one.
You need to call Rafi.
Girl, my neck hurts from my car accident.
Girl, you gotta call Rafi.
Really?
Yes, he helped me out with my auto accident right away.
I'm Brandon Rafi, and I promise you, we will fight for your case.
623-388-4333.
Recognize that guy? One of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away.
Six 6-0 against 5-1. Thunderbird goes up against Yuma Catholic right here at Thunderbird High School. It's going to be a great game. Look at that drone shot. It's going to be a fantastic game. 2 4A West Valley teams, 1-0. One of these teams will be 2-0 after tonight. One will be 1-1 here at Thunderbird Stadium here in Phoenix, down in the right off of I-17 and Thunderbird Road. We are here. Ed Cole, James Poovey, our entire staff here, about ready to bring you some great football at 7 o'clock between, again, 5-1 against 6-0. These two teams starting off really well, JP. They're in region play. So now we know every game has that much more of a sense of urgency that you've got to win, because now you're in region play and you're going up against your rivals.
You're exactly right, Ed. This is the time of year when things get serious. Region play has begun. The rankings just came out this past Tuesday from the AIA, and a lot of that stuff going on here. So really, people starting to pay attention to this midway part of the season, as we're just across the midway part of the season here, headed toward the playoffs, which start in just a few short weeks. And both these teams right now priming themselves for a playoff spot.
Yeah, the Titans right now number 2 in the 4A rankings. Yuma Catholic number 5 in the 4A rankings. So this is a big game for both of these football teams. Of course, again, they want to run their record to 2-0 in the conference. And of course, Thunderbird wants to extend their record. They want to stay undefeated at 7-0. And Yuma Catholic would love to play spoiler. You mentioned make the 3.5-hour trip up here, get a victory, go to 6-1, and head on back to Yuma with the victory, and they'll be 2-0 in the 4A West Valley if they can come out victorious tonight.
You know, we had a chance to visit with both of these head coaches on Tuesday night on the Desert Gridiron game plan, and they feel like their teams are playing really well. They got some high-powered offenses, both these squads, and their defenses have been playing really well this season too.
Yeah, so these defenses are going to be tested severely tonight. You look at Thunderbird, they've got Elijah Little, this running back / kick returner. He's got 1,112 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns. He's averaging almost 200 yards rushing a game. Then again, we talked about Sir Stokes on the other side for Thunderbird. For Yuma Catholic, it's a great young man as we look at the starting defense for Thunderbird.
Mason Fosu gets the start tonight for the Titans at nose guard. Talon Flores and Ryan Cavalami also up front this evening for the Titans. Over on the defensive side of the ball for Yuma Catholic, a lot of players there as well. And starting tonight for Yuma Catholic, defensive lineman Cesar Fernandez, the junior. Tyler Hefner also on the defensive line. He's a sophomore. Hayden Beck and Leo Perez round out the starting front on defense tonight for the Shamrocks. At linebacker, the coach is Sean Rocky Stallworth, number 44, the senior, having himself a great season as well. Linebackers tonight for the Shamrocks are Sean Carter, Max Orozco, and then the defensive backfield consists of David Haynes, Hunter Hancock, Jeremiah Polk, and Jose Polk in the defensive backfield tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks.
You mentioned Rocky Stallworth, number 44. 96 tackles in 6 games, JP. Number 1 on the team. He's got 8 TFLs, 5 sacks. This kid, a 6', 180-pound senior, he is having a great season so far, and he's going to have a great game tonight to go up against Thunderbird if he wants to stop that vaunted attack.
And we talked about the offense. Let's talk about them for a moment here for Yuma Catholic before we head to another commercial break. At quarterback tonight, the junior, number 11, Nash Ott, and he's got a lot of weapons at his disposal. Among those guys, the wide receiver we talked about earlier, Sir Stokes. At running back tonight for the Shamrocks will be Benton Beck, the sophomore. Wide receiver Isaiah Marquez, also a sophomore. So Coach Stallworth has a lot of young players on this offense. At tight end tonight, Tyler Spees. The right tackle's Hayden Beck. Colin Duchesne, the right guard. Bodie Ford, the center. Gus De Los Reyes is the left guard. And Colton Paquette is the left tackle tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. We'll be back with more of the pregame show from Titan Stadium in Phoenix right after the break. Stay with us. You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff right here on Arizona CW7.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606.
I've been looking,
searching, trying to find the right way to walk. Stay beside me, guide me, try me, I wanna walk in your life.
I've been looking,
searching, trying to find the right way to walk.
Oh Lord, it's my light, my salvation.
I am a lifelong Republican, but I don't know what you call Carrie Lake.
She went off the rails.
Carrie Lake supports a law that would ban abortion,
even in the case of rape and incest.
Arizona will not be a state where abortions are happening.
That's just not okay.
Carrie Lake is still lying about her last election.
She tried to undermine our votes.
Carrie Lake dragged us through court case after court case.
And she still won't admit that she lost.
She's just out for herself.
Carrie Lake's not conservative. She's nuts.
Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
If you want lower prices, unbeatable selection, and next-day delivery, your ship just came in with Spencer's historic Columbus Day sale. Plus, just announced, buy now and pay 0% interest till 2026. Spencer's always has unbeatable savings on all Whirlpool appliances. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, microwaves, ovens, and ranges, all marked down to revolutionary prices. Plus, buy today, get it tomorrow. Discover the savings at Spencer's Columbus Day sale. It's like having a friend in the business.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
Back to the pregame show as we get you ready for Thursday night kickoff here on Arizona CW7. Let's get you that starting offense tonight for the home Thunderbird Titans. That quarterback, senior number 12, Andrew Cohill. The running back, Elijah Little, having himself a season so far here for the Titans. At fullback tonight, lining up behind there, also plays a little defense, is Ryan Kavalami, also a senior. The wide receiving core tonight for the Titans consists of Logan Camps and Daryl Little II, a senior and a freshman out wide tonight for Andrew Cohill. The tight end is Cole Barker, number 9. He's the senior. And the offensive line consists of right tackle C.J. Curry. The right guard tonight is Mason Ford. Sean Cosgrove is our center. Talon Flores, the left guard, also a two-way player for the Thunderbird Titans. And Jalen McConaughey is the left tackle tonight here for Thunderbird.
For Thunderbird, they're averaging 41 points per game. You talk about Elijah Little, number 7. Just watching that young man warm up as we were down on the field before we came back up to the booth. This kid is electric. 1,112 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns on the season. So be sure to look out for number 7 because you're going to see a steady dose of him tonight, as I'm sure Andrew Cohill will hand the ball off and hand the ball off and hand the ball off to his bell cow because this young man can run the rock.
You know, you can't help but think they're going to give the ball to Elijah Little until the Yuma Catholic defense shows that they can stop him or at least contain him a bit. And we mentioned the offensive weapons they have as well in Logan Camps and Daryl Little II. And Coach Nolet sold us the other night, they are not afraid to throw the football. It's not all Elijah Little for this offense.
And also the key, besides Elijah Little, Andrew Cohill, it's that offensive line. We always talk about the trenches, offensive line and defensive line. Which of those two lines are going to win the battle each and every time out? There's going to be victories on either side, but which side can come out victorious the most? That's going to be the team that has a better shot of winning.
For the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, we mentioned quarterback Nash Ott. He was a junior. The running back tonight is Benton Beck, and he's a sophomore. Wide receiver Sir Stokes, the senior, number 2. And Cruz Hancock, the sophomore, lines up tonight at fullback. Tyler Spees is the tight end. And we talked about their offensive line a little bit earlier. Hayden Beck, a senior. Colin Duchesne, the right guard. Bodie Ford is the center. Gus De Los Reyes, the senior left guard. And Colton Paquette, the junior, rounds out the starting offense tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. And no doubt the Thunderbird defense is going to have a challenge on their hands with this kind of offensive power.
Oh, yeah, the Rocks last time they were out, they beat St. Mary's 45-13. They were up 38-7 heading into the fourth quarter. So this is a team that can explode on offense just as much as Thunderbird can. So we may see 2 explosive offenses, or we may see 2 really good defenses come up and shut down these offenses. We'll have to find out in 4 quarters, right, JP?
That's the thing, Ed. This could be a 48-40 type of ball game, or it could be like a 10-7 ball game tonight here, depending on how these teams respond to each other. So we're excited to bring this one to you here tonight on Thursday night kickoff right here on CW7 Arizona as we give you that magnificent shot from high above Titan Stadium. We're going to take a brief commercial timeout, and when we return, we'll have a feature from the fine folks over at Sports 360 AZ. Stay with us. The pregame show continues right here on Arizona CW7.
We're the husband and wife law team.
I'm Jerry Sapphire.
And I'm Roberta Sapphire, and we're the original husband and wife law team.
And we're so proud of our daughter Alexis and her husband Mark for fighting for their clients for nearly 30 years.
Are you moving out of state? Has your family grown and you need a bigger house? Maybe you inherited a house and need help with probate. Or maybe you just have a home you want to sell. I'm Andrew the Home Buyer, and I've helped thousands of families in every type of situation. I buy as is in any condition, and I can close in as fast as 5 days. And I even let you live in your home for free after we close. Call me, Andrew the Home Buyer, today.
Hola, I'm Priscilla from Mix 96.9, and Sanderson Ford is celebrating Dia de los Muertos all month long in October with deals like this.
New Bronco Sports, 5.9 for 66 months, plus $2,000 cash back.
We'll also have the best trunk or treat event in the Valley on October 19th with 30 vehicles passing out candy in one safe, secure environment. Bounce houses, face painting, and live mariachi music, and so much more, all for a $10 donation to Chicanos por la Causa. So dress up and bring la familia to Sanderson Ford.
Seeing Arizona families struggle is personal for me. Growing up, my family barely got by. It's why I'm standing up to greedy corporations that aren't paying their fair share of taxes, leaving everyday Arizonans with the bill. And it's why I took on Big Pharma to limit the annual cost of prescription drugs for seniors and cap the cost of insulin to $35 a month. Because I'll do whatever it takes to help Arizona families make it. I'm Ruben Gallego, and I approve this message.
We're the husband and wife law team.
I'm Jerry Sapphire.
And I'm Roberta Sapphire, and we're the original husband and wife law team.
And we're so proud of our daughter Alexis and her husband Mark for fighting for their clients for nearly 30 years.
When a team averages over 50 points per game, we have to come see what's up. And at McClintock football, Micah Fells fellas are led by a veteran wide receiver group and a quarterback who knows exactly where to put the ball for him.
What makes us special is that we have so many weapons. So if you cover one of us, another one's going to be open. You try to triple team us, double team us, someone else is going to be open. It's hard to stop us on offense.
We all been together for a long time, and we've been building each other up, and, you know, Jackson being a quarterback, it just makes everything easy.
Come here every day knowing just that we're going to have a good time and that we're focused and that we're prepared for the next week, you know. So just this team and what we've done so far, it's everything.
I don't think any team can guard us one-on-one. So Jackson always got someone open.
You only play 10 when you're a high school football player. You know, if you're not up for every game, you know, you're wasting your time because we spend a lot of time preparing. We've been trying for 9 months to get to this point. And then you come to a Friday night and you're not ready to go? Come on, man. We're ready to go every Friday.
With 22 seniors on the roster, it's no question why this team is so disciplined.
Big time. Leadership has been big time. Everyone's stepping up. Everyone's like taking on that big brother role and just helping out, picking up the younger kids and all that.
You know, it's the seniors for sure, but we have younger guys that help. You know, everyone around here is pretty focused. We have one common goal, and so, you know, it's easy.
We all got good grades.
There you go.
And we got a lot of good chemistry. We all love each other.
If one of us make a good play, we just lift them up. We're happy for them and knowing that our time's going to come. So we just got to stay patient and all that.
You know, we had some breaks last year that didn't go our way, so we're getting a couple of those things. First game of the year, we turned the ball over 3 times, gave them touchdowns. You know, so maybe we got them all out of the way that first game. So boys are just confident, and they know what we can accomplish.
So what about the most underrated part of this team?
You know, me coming into the backfield, sometimes I run the ball. I give credit to all the linemen. They all do their job, and they always make sure there's a big enough hole for us to get through.
We're really underrated. We're a pretty small group, but they're doing their thing right now. They're blocking for Jackson. He's doing real good.
Our O-line from last year was pretty good, and then everyone expected us not to have a good line, but our linemen have stepped up big time, helping us, driving down the field for our running backs, opening holes for the running backs, giving the quarterback some times, and we're just making plays off of them.
And, of course, they're all looking to play at the next level.
Recruiting's been good for me, good for our quarterbacks and our receivers, just talking to a lot of coaches and hopefully getting my name out there more.
You know, the hunt's definitely been tough for me. It's been different than a lot of other kids. You know, I feel like I'm overlooked, so, you know, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and hopefully it all works out.
It's been real slow. I haven't really got that much looks, but lately I have been getting a little bit like Utah, U of A, and NAU.
We play well, the recruiters will come because there's a reason. They like teams that win. They like players that win.
We'll see if the Chargers can keep chugging along in the second half of the season. For Sports 360 AZ, I'm Eliav Gabay.
At the National Football Foundation, we build leaders through football.
Where you truly understand how to become a member of a team.
You get knocked down, you get back up, and you continue to strive and reach for the goals that which you set for yourself.
We recognize the scholar athlete.
Playing well on the field, but at the same time understanding that the true game of life is all about excellence off the field.
It's just gratifying to be part of something that does something good for young people.
Seeing Arizona families struggle is personal for me. Growing up, my family barely got by. It's why I'm standing up to greedy corporations that aren't paying their fair share of taxes, leaving everyday Arizonans with the bill. And it's why I took on Big Pharma to limit the annual cost of prescription drugs for seniors and cap the cost of insulin to $35 a month. Because I'll do whatever it takes to help Arizona families make it. I'm Ruben Gallego, and I approve this message.
Recognize that guy? One of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away. Elisa Villarreal returns to the Valley on October 6th at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Experience her dynamic performance at the showroom at Wild Horse Pass. For tickets, visit playatgila.com.
Oh my God, I was just into a car accident. I was hit from behind. You gotta call Rafi.
Would you believe what the insurance company offered me after my accident?
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you should have called Rafi.
I'm Brandon Raffi, accident attorney from Raffi Law Group. You may have seen our ads around town. They're there to remind you, if you've been injured in an accident, call Raffi.
Raffi Law Group Accident Attorney, 623-388-4333.
Your emblem of devotion. Have your engagement ring custom made by the Jewelry Exchange. Choose a 1-carat lab-grown diamond for $5.99 or a natural GIA for $19.90. 18K mounts are $4.99. Thousands of choices, always the best deal. The Jewelry Exchange, Phoenix.
When I was 32, I finally got pregnant with my second child. The doctor told me that the pregnancy wasn't viable. I was devastated. When the bleeding started, we had to end the pregnancy. But what would happen if Carrie Lake had her way? She supports a law that would ban abortion and put doctors in jail. I didn't serve in the military and make the sacrifices that I made for politicians like Carrie Lake to take away women's rights for her own self-interest. It's a betrayal.
When Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
The Thursday night kickoff right here on the CW7 Arizona. Yuma Catholic and Thunderbird about to do battle in a couple of minutes. 5-1 against 6-0 here at home. We'll check out the lovely cheerleaders here for the home-standing Thunderbird Titans. Yuma Catholic and Thunderbird here at Thunderbird Stadium in Phoenix. Big 4A West Valley game. 1-0. These two teams fighting to go 2-0 and move up in the 4A rankings as they prepare for the playoffs. They continue to stack wins and see if they can make the second season, JP.
Exactly right. Special shout out to Brad Sesmat and his crew over there at Sports 360 AZ for that wonderful piece on that McClintock Chargers team who we had the pleasure of broadcasting just a few short weeks ago. Coach Fell has those guys ready to roll, my friend.
Yes, sir. Those Chargers are for real.
Absolutely. Jackson Knutson, Amari Scroggins over there, Khalil Bender. I could go on and on about the weapons over there in Tempe for the McClintock Chargers, but a host of weapons on the field tonight here as well for the Thunderbird Titans and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Let's get you the keys to the game here in just a moment as we get about 6 minutes away from kickoff here at Thunderbird High School. A 4A matchup here. between two really good football teams, 5-1 against 6-0. For the Thunderbird Titans tonight, they want to let those dogs loose on defense. One of those guys, Ryan Kavalami, among others, they're going to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback for Yuma Catholic, Mr. Nash Ott, all night long. They also want to give Elijah Little the rock. Number 7 knows how to run it, and you just got to keep feeding him behind that big offensive line, Ed.
Oh, absolutely. He's got, again, 1,112 yards. His highest game this year, JP, 275 yards rushing against Apollo and 4 touchdowns. So this kid can break it off. So it is time for Thunderbird to give him the rock and feed their bell cow, because he is what makes this offense run.
And the Thunderbird Titans also want to stay mentally locked in case they were able to get down early here in this ball game for the visiting Shamrocks. And let's face it, the Shamrocks are not going to come in here expecting to lose this game. They want
ups and downs throughout the course of 48 minutes of football, through 4 quarters of football. It's not always going to be bad and just roll with the punches.
The keys to the game tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. The Shamrocks team we mentioned took a long bus ride here. They want to embrace this matchup. They're going to play a really good, undefeated Thunderbird Titans team tonight. They have to embrace that challenge and do the best they can here this evening, which we know they will. And they got to let Sir Stokes do his thing, winning himself an Ed Doherty.
.169 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns for Sir Stokes, the 6'2" senior wide receiver / free safety / punter. So he does everything for this team.
And they also have to slow down Elijah Little. That's going to be a huge key tonight for the Yuma Catholic defense. We talked about number 7 and his propensity for the end zone. And so you're not going to stop this guy, but you've got to at least contain him, man.
You have to. That front 7 is going to have to do their work tonight to slow down number 7, because he is deadly. He's liable to break it off at any moment. He is that deadly and that dangerous. So they've got to find a way to penetrate that offensive line and get to number 7 and bring him down.
As we see the Thunderbird Titans taking the field here tonight, they're on fall break this week, so unfortunately not as big of a crowd as we might usually have out here tonight. And we know a lot of you folks have stayed home to watch this game on Arizona CW7. Yes. And we certainly appreciate that, but it's going to be a fun night of football here just off 19th Avenue in Thunderbird.
Yeah, and always once the sun goes down, it feels so much better out here, doesn't it, man. JP? We're out here roasting. We're setting up hours before the game, folks, and the sun is just smiling down on us. We're not smiling, but he's smiling on us like, hello, here I am. I'm Mr. Sun. I'm not ready to go away yet.
Yes, and we've talked about the heat over the last few weeks here. The standings in the 4A West Valley, Thunderbird checking in undefeated, 245 points for Ed, only surrendering 28 points on the season total on defense for the Titans.
That is sick. They've already got 3 shutouts, 2 in a row over Greenway and Lake Havasu. So the last 2 games, they've outscored those 2 opponents 87-0. They're giving up 5 points per game. That is sick.
Yuma Catholic right on their heels at 5-1, 194 points for and 88 points against the Shamrocks, ready to play football here tonight against these Thunderbird Titans. We're about ready for our national anthem, so we'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and when we return, we'll kick it off here from Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. Stay with us. It's Thursday night kickoff right here on Arizona CW7.
If you want lower prices, unbeatable selection, and next-day delivery, your ship just came in with Spencer's historic Columbus Day sale. Plus, just announced, buy now and pay 0% interest till 2026. Spencer's always has unbeatable savings on all Whirlpool appliances. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, microwaves, ovens, and ranges, all marked down to revolutionary prices. Plus, buy today, get it tomorrow. Discover the savings at Spencer's Columbus Day sale. It's like having a friend in the business.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606. I've been looking, trying to find the right way to walk. Stay beside me, girl.
back to Thunderbird Stadium here in Phoenix. We're about ready to roll for Thursday night kickoff between the Thunderbird Titans and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. James Poovey coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. We got some dignitaries on hand tonight, including Max Preps photographer extraordinaire Mark Jones. Mr. Brian Gessner is on hand as well, the director of officials for the AIA. Ed, you know it's a big night when these two gentlemen are joining us here at Thunderbird High School.
You better believe it is. They know 6-0 and 5-1. It's a huge game in the 4A West Valley.
We've also got Adam Beadle and Brandon Jones from BJ Media out here with us as well. And a lot of Arizona high school football media members on hand for this one tonight. As we mentioned during the pregame, it should be a great game as the captains prepare to take the field for tonight's coin toss.
So Yuma Catholic, they're going up against, again, a defense that's only giving up 5 points per game, 28 points through 6 games. So, wow, it's going to be something on the Shamrocks to bust through that offense, bust through that defense to get into the end zone. But they've got the offense to do it. They've got Sir Stokes, one of the best wide receivers this state has to offer.
You know, this kickoff is going to be pretty big here, Ed, along with this coin toss to see who gets this ball first and who gets to go on offense. You know, I'm always the type of guy that would always like to defer and play defense first, but maybe tonight you want to go offense and put the first points of the board on the board first.
Maybe, and you can see what their defense is running, whoever gets the kickoff, whoever wins it, and decides to get the football. So we will see as all the captains are meeting at midfield as they're getting ready for the coin toss. Just a great bit of pageantry. I love this part where you just see the brotherhood. Even though they're going to be intense rivals for 4 quarters of football, they like each other, at least right now.
Absolutely right. You see our AIA officiating crew down there. We will pay attention to this coin toss and see who wins that toss.
It's tails. You won the coin
see
toss.
Ryan Cavalami there, number 42, number 7. Elijah Little, the aforementioned monster running back.
You want to kick through the clock? White, line it up over on that side with me. Blue, you're on this side.
It looks as though the Titans have won the toss. And they have deferred to play defense first, so the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks will receive, and quarterback Nash Ott and his offense will go out first here tonight. Yuma Catholic wearing their all whites with the gold numbers trimmed in green and the customary gold hats with that gorgeous green stripe right down the middle, Ed. We were talking about on the field during the pregame. They got some great looking helmets down there for Yuma Catholic.
They really do. And you mentioned QB1 Nash Ott last week against St. Mary's in that 32-point victory. 20 of 28, 418 yards, and 6 touchdowns over the season. Ott's got 1,134 yards passing, 16 touchdowns. Picture time, 16 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So number 11's having a great season. And, of course, he's got Sir Stokes and so many other weapons. He's got the ability and the honor of handing the football off and throwing the football, too.
Absolutely right. The Thunderbird Titans coming out tonight in their home royal blue look. White numbers trimmed in orange with the customary white hats. And as we always say, Ed, very broadcaster-friendly numbers tonight, which we always appreciate.
And very Florida Gator-esque.
Yes,
look, right?
They are. They are indeed.
I love that look. Yeah.
And special prayers to everyone in Florida. You talk about Florida. They have had quite a 24 hours there with Hurricane Milton moving through the Sunshine State last night. And luckily, I think the damage might not be quite as bad as they had anticipated, but still thoughts for those folks tonight here in the Sunshine State of Florida.
Absolutely. We are throwing all the prayers that we can at you guys, at you folks out there. Just be blessed and try to stay safe and keep close to your family and friends. Those are the most important people in your life.
Absolutely right. Back deep to receive for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, number 5, Benton Beck, and number 8, Hunter Hancock. On to kick it away for Thunderbird, number 17, Calvin Shearman, a 5'9", 160-pound senior. He'll swing the right leg through, and we are underway here from Titan Stadium in Phoenix. This one fielded at the goal line, bobbled for a second, and now Yuma Catholic brings it out across the 20. Nice head of steam across the 25-yard line, and they will spot him down at the 27. So a nice return there for the Shamrocks, and they'll start from their own 27 here as we are just inside our first quarter of action. So glad to join us here on Arizona CW7 tonight for Thursday night kickoff. This should be a dandy.
It should. Really nice return by Hunter Hancock after he bobbled the initial catch, and he got them in good field position. Let's see what this Shamrocks offense can do against this Thunderbird Titans defense. That's giving up, again, 5 points per game. Can you believe that, folks?
2 receivers wide left here for Nash Ott, 1 in the slot and 1 to his right at the bottom of your screen. That is number 2, Sir Stokes. Nash Ott changing the play at the line of scrimmage. First down and 10, Yuma Catholic. Shotgun snap, he drops back. Looks to throw, nothing's available. He'll scramble out to his left. He'll run it himself, directing traffic across the 40, 45, and across midfield goes Nash Ott. An outstanding scamper there for the quarterback on first down. A nice run there for number 11.
Yeah, great job by Ott staying in the pocket until the pocket was there no more. He had to roll out to his left, and he's calling numbers, seeing it. He's just pointing numbers. Block for me, so I can get more yards. Let number 11 cook, and a great offensive start there by Nash Ott, using his legs instead of his arms. Good thing for him, he didn't force the issue. He said, I'm just going to tuck and run, call my own number, and get a huge gain on the Titans defense.
A huge gain is right. 23-yard scamper there for Nash Ott on first down and 10. Now it's first and 10 Shamrocks from midfield. 2 receivers to each side now. They send one in motion across the formation. Here's the snap. A design rollout. He's got his eyes downfield. Sets the feet. Pressure comes. He goes down for the sack. In the backfield, number 55, Talon Flores, 6'2", 250 pounds. And this young man doing a nice job fighting off the block, coming off the edge right there, Ed, and running down the quarterback.
Great job of Flores and this defense getting consistent pressure. That's their 14th sack as a team for the season, so they've been used to getting pressure on quarterbacks all season long, and they got it right there. Great penetration by Talon Flores and everybody else on the front line of that defense to get pressure on Nash Ott, forcing him out, and then eventually getting the sack by number 55. Just under 11 minutes to go. Yuma Catholic, Nash Ott waiting for the snap. He gets the snap. Pitches it to his fullback, number 44. That's Rocky Stallworth, the linebacker slash running back. Got nothing out of that. Great job by that Titans defense, that defensive front to see number 44 and penetrate and get him for a stop. That's what they've done all season long, that Titans defense. They are so strong. They get that attack at the point. JP, what a great defensive line they've got right there, led by Ryan Kavalami, number 42, and others.
42 knows how to get in that backfield. He lives in offensive backfields.
Oh, does he?
3rd and 18 here now for the Shamrocks. 3-by-1 on the outside for Nash Ott. He looks to throw. Nothing's available. Looks downfield. Throws. It's caught. Well short of the line to gain. That'll bring up a 4th down and long at the Shamrocks 46-yard line. Stopped on the play there by Isaiah Marquez on the reception there for Yuma Catholic. So a nice defensive stand here after a big first down run there for Nash Ott, and the Thunderbird Titans going to go on offense here now, and we'll see what they can do behind the right arm of Andrew Cohill.
Well, the defense did with their part. They did what they were supposed to do. They
sure
came
did.
out and they stopped Nash Ott, got the offense off the field. Now, as you mentioned, the Titans offense can get on the field.
A high end-over-end kick. Fielded at the 18-yard line. Fair caught that time by Tucker Fogelson. Fogelson, 5'11", 160-pound senior. And so Andrew Cohill on the offense will trot out here. We're scoreless inside our first quarter of action here from Titan Stadium in Phoenix. 9:59 remaining on the first quarter clock.
Locality Homes, Native, Grill and Wings, Golden Boys Detailing, and Fullerton Financial Planning.
First down and 10 now. Ball at the 18-yard line. They motion into a 2-by-1 here for Cohill. He's in the shotgun. Flanked by Elijah Little. They go up top right away. It's caught. On the run across the 40-yard line. And forced out on the far side was Devin Yates, the 5'8", 140-pound senior, getting it done over there. And right away, the Titans go to the air.
Cohill knew that Devin Yates was open. He saw the mismatch right there. Nobody was in his vicinity. So it was an easy throw for number 12. Number 6 just hit Devin Yates out there wide open out there in the field. He got a great gain right there at the 47-yard line. Great start for Thunderbird.
First down and 10 now for the Titans. 2-by-1 on the outside here for Andrew Cohill. Out of the pistol. They'll hand it off. Coming near side. Big head of steam across the 50, 45, and plunging down to the 42-yard line. Darrell Little, the second, the 6-foot freshman, showing you how it's done right there behind that big offensive line. Joseph Francis on the carry, my mistake. Joseph Francis, 6'2", 190, the senior on the scamper there for the Titans.
It's okay because he's running so fast. A 3 can look like a 5.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed.
I got you. I backed you up on that.
You always got my back, man. I appreciate that.
Great run by Joseph Francis. The moves he made to get those yards. Outstanding start, but run by number 3.
2 by 1 on the outside here for Cohill. First down and 10 Titans. Elijah Little now on the run into the teeth of the defense. Across the 40-yard line goes Elijah Little. And Little is one of those guys that can just sneak through that big offensive line, and all of a sudden he turns on the Jets and he's up the field in a hurry.
Yeah, that's the problem. When he can get through that big offensive line, Mason Fosu, Sean Cosgrove, C.J. Curry, Talon Flores, Jalen McConaughey, all these guys that block for him and just let him do his thing. The number 7 can do his thing, and when he does his thing, he does it to great effect.
He sure does. Cohill now under center on 2nd down and 6. Elijah Little with a head of steam. Carrying tacklers down near the 30-yard line. Elijah Little with a great run right there. And the Titans will move the chains now. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Under 8.5 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. Elijah Little starting to get this thing going right here for the Titans.
Running the football is what they do. They're averaging about 250 yards rushing a game. They've got 26 touchdowns on the season. So their bread and butter for the Titans is running the football. And why wouldn't you if you've got a juggernaut like number 7 back in the backfield?
They motion over now, 12 personnel here. Down the field they go. The ball falls incomplete. Intended target was Devin Yates, 5'8", 140-pound senior, and he was well covered that time by Yuma Catholic's David Haynes.
That was good coverage, but just a miscommunication between 12 and 6. 12 wanted to go a little bit further. 6 didn't know that he wanted number 6 to go a little bit further, so he didn't go far.
2nd down and 10 now upcoming here for Thunderbird.
But at least for Cohill, it was not picked, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Could always be worse.
It could be very much worse. Tight trips left here now for the Titans. Now they'll motion out of that into a trips right look. 2nd down and 10, the toss to Elijah Little. He cuts it back upfield. Still on his feet, churning the legs at the 25-yard line. And Elijah Little, a great looking run right there. Great blocking up front. And after that, it's just all Little churning those legs. Finally brought down on the play by number 19, Sean Carter, the outside linebacker for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks.
So Little gets that first contact. He gets the first hit from a defensive lineman or whoever is coming after him, and he's just fighting for more. You see his legs continue to churn. He's like, I got that first shot. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on fighting until you bring me down. Great run there by number 7. The determination to continue to get yards.
A gain of 7 for 7. A design bootleg rollout. It's caught. Ryan Kavalami on the reception that time. And Kavalami able to get out in open space. And, you know, heaven help whoever has the tackle 42 in the open field.
Yeah, because you've got a fullback / wide receiver / tight end. Oh, and he plays defensive end. This kid can do it all. Ryan Kavalami is a monster. Love to see 42 play the football. He plays it at a great level. Again, another young man we had on the Desert Gridiron game plan this week. What a great, humble young man. He just loves to play football, and you see it right there, folks. He plays it to just a very high level. Love to play 42 for the Titans.
It's been an absolute pleasure to watch this young man grow up here for the Thunderbird Titans. Elijah Little gets the handoff, bouncing off tacklers inside the 10-yard line. And Little, just a great piece of running there for number 7 as we are under 7 minutes to play here in our first quarter, and Thunderbird very near pay dirt now.
Offensive line doing their work. Again, going back to what they average, 246 yards a game, rushing on the ground, almost 30 touchdowns. It's courtesy of that offensive line, plus the talent they have in the backfield that can benefit because of that offensive line who do work every single week.
They go out of the pistol now on 2nd down and 3. Little gets the call, cuts it upfield. Still on his feet inside the 5-yard line goes Elijah Little. And Little just a lot of patience on that play right there. He knows how to let the blocks develop, let those pullers get across, and then hit that hole with authority.
Yeah, you see he did a little counter. He tried to run up the middle, then immediately cut back to the right to see if he had a seam right there he could get through. Number 44, Rocky Stallworth, their #1 tackler, was also there. Number 44, the linebacker, such a great young man, a senior who's heading toward 100 tackles on the season. He's having an out-of-this-world season for Yuma Catholic.
He really is. First down and goal now for Thunderbird. They break the huddle, one receiver to each side. Cohill under center. Hands it off. In the backfield, a big-time stick for number 89 for Yuma Catholic. That'll get you out of your chair. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Excuse me, that is number 69 right there. And I don't have 69 on my roster, Ed.
Me neither. Let me see if I can find it. Number 69.
Man alive.
Oh, that's Hayden Beck, number 69.
Hayden Beck.
That's right.
The senior came in there and absolutely laid the lumber in the backfield there. Elijah Little had nowhere to go with the football.
And we talked about the need for this defense to penetrate that offensive line, and that's what Hayden Beck did right there. He met the running back right there at the line of scrimmage and brought him down. What a stick.
A throw, and the ball falls incomplete. Cohill under big-time pressure there. And that pressure applied that time by number 41, Max Orozco, the 5'11" sophomore, screaming in there from the defensive line.
And if they want to get this offense off the field, they're going to have to do more screaming. They're going to have to get more times to get to Andrew Cohill and force him to throw the football away like that, or force a 4th down situation, possibly a field goal type situation, if they can get a stop on 3rd and 8.
3rd down and goal here for the Titans. Cohill motions him over. Into a trips right. Now they move one across. Cohill looks downfield, goes to the air. He's got a man. It's caught. Waiting for the signal, in there for the touchdown. How about it? Number 2, Logan Camps. And Camps doing a great job high-pointing that football, going up and making the grab. Correction, that's number 5, Daryl Little II, on the reception there for the Thunderbird Titans. On for the PAT now. Number 17, Calvin Schuerman.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
Touchdown is good after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Thunderbird.
An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty assessed to Thunderbird. So this will be a 20-yard point after try here for Schuerman. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it goes right down 19th Avenue. Our score 7-0. The Thunderbird Titans leading the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. 4:58 remaining here in our first quarter. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and return for more Thursday night kickoff right here on Arizona CW7. Stay with us.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by Thomas Law Group.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
Have you had the craving for the best burrito anywhere? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express.
With 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location opening soon, your new favorite burrito is just right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona.
.58 left to go in the first quarter. Darrell Little, the second, with a touchdown catch. Caps off a big drive by Thunderbird. They go up 7-0 over Yuma Catholic. Great start for them, great drive, and they just cap it off. That drive with a touchdown catch right in the back of the end zone. Great throw by Andrew Cohill, and Darrell Little just high pointed, as you mentioned. JP caught that football, brought those tippy toes in there.
Yes.
And they caught 6 on him.
He sure did. He dragged those toes at the back of that end zone, and a great job there by Cohill, because he had to fit that in over the top of the defense, high enough where they couldn't get to it, and then Little had to go up there, sky up, and grab that thing out of the air. This one fielded inside the 20-yard line. Here come the Yuma Shamrocks. Into open space, 45-50, across midfield, 40, 35-30, and finally bounced out of bounds near the 25-yard line. That is number 8, Hunter Hancock, on the return. And check him out. He's got some wheels right there, Ed.
Well, what a great way to respond to a touchdown drive, then a great run back by Hunter Hancock, getting your guys in excellent field position.
We're going to get ready to toss it down to Mr. Parker Garash, our sideline reporter, here in just a minute, maybe after this first play of the drive here for Yuma Catholic. Nash Ott back in at quarterback here for the Shamrocks. He breaks the huddle 3-by-1 on the outside. He's got Benton Beck in the backfield. Beck gets the call, sidesteps the defender. Into the middle of the field, running up that B gap out across the 20-yard line. And it'll be a 6-yard gain there for the Shamrocks. Let's send it down the sideline, and our reporter, Mr. Parker Garash. Take it away, Parker.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here at Thunderbird High School tonight. Elijah Little put on a show in that first drive for Thunderbird. It looked like he did, though, get the unsportsmanlike call for them. He comes in, though, 122 carries on the year, 1,112 yards, 20 touchdowns. Watch out for him tonight. The Thunderbird offense is keeping it going, and they're going to try to lock down Yuma Catholic for not being able to score here on this first drive. Back to you guys.
Benton Beck on the carry right there for Yuma Catholic. 3rd down and short upcoming. 3rd and 3 to be exact here for the Shamrocks. They'll go heavy on the left side here. Shotgun snap. Ott looks downfield, goes the other way, and caught and into the end zone. We'll see if they rule it a catch. They're going to move the chains. And Sir Stokes hauling that football in there. Nearly a simultaneous reception, but somehow the 6'2" senior able to hold on to the football as you see him fix the pylon right down there. Very close to the end zone, but not quite enough. But an amazing reception there for Sir Stokes.
Wow, something that Sir Stokes has done all season long is catch the football and do amazing acrobatic kind of catches. That was one that Sir Stokes did. Can't believe he didn't get to the end zone on that.
Into the end zone for the touchdown. That is Benton Beck. And you see him go under center right there. Nash Ott hands it off, and that is actually number 8, Hunter Hancock. My mistake on the touchdown carry. That 8 looked like a 5 there for a minute, Ed.
They always get scrunched up, JP. It's
on
okay.
for the PAT now. Yuma Catholic trying to tie this thing up here. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. So we're tied at 7 apiece here. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in our first quarter, and we have officially got ourselves a ball game. Ed Cole.
Yes, sir, we do. Darrell Little touchdown catch for Thunderbird. A big run back by Hunter Hancock, and of course he ends the drive with a touchdown run. Hunter Hancock 7-7. Yuma Catholic comes back and responds. 3:35 left in the first quarter. Folks, following the game tonight, be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime and their all-new game night featuring Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. It's entertaining, challenging, and as we like to say on CW7 JP,
it's all good. We also like to take this time to remind you that tonight's coverage is being brought to you in part by Thomas Law. They make law personal. And don't forget, tonight after the game, Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. CW7 Prime comes your way after we wrap things up here from Titan Stadium in Phoenix. Back deep to receive for the Thunderbird Titans, number 5, Darrell Little the second, and number 7, Elijah Little. Cousins back there getting to return this thing for the Titans, Ed. How about that?
Football talent runs through that family, doesn't it?
Sure enough. Coach Little also on staff here for the Titans under Coach Matt Nollette. 7-7 tie here, 3:35 remaining in our first quarter. A little squibber. Marked out of bounds at the 39-yard line, so Thunderbird's going to have pretty good field position here to start this drive with 3:33 remaining here in our first quarter. A fantastic 4A matchup is what we got for you tonight here on Arizona CW7. We're so glad you joined us. And a special shout out to all you folks watching out the western part of the state tonight out there in Yuma. We're glad you're tuned in, whether that be over the air, through YouTube TV. Also, welcome to the folks who joining us on YouTube TV tonight. A lot of ways to watch this football game tonight, Ed.
And there's also a really good contingent of fans that came up from Yuma Catholic.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of fans on the other side of the field.
First down and 10 now for Andrew Cohill from his own 39. They'll shift over, and the defense will oblige as well. Hand off to Elijah Little. He's got that first cut, gets up the field.
Trying to cut to the left side. He sees nothing, just an immediate cut. I mean, so quick, so quick, fast. And when he's that quick and fast, how can you react if you're a defensive lineman, if you're expecting him to come your way and you've got to immediately cut back to where he's trying to run to? Wow.
All 7 needs is just a little bitty crease, and he hits it hard and fast.
Yes, he does.
2-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill. Second down and 5. Shotgun snap. He drops back, looks to throw. The pressure comes. He rolls out to his left. Throws downfield. He'll have to throw this one away, and a magnificent one-handed catch, but unfortunately it was out of bounds. Darrell Little the second, and wait till you see this effort right here.
Wow, what a catch. Cohill, he rolls out, takes that pressure, takes a shot, but number 5 with a great catch. Unfortunately for him, it was out of bounds, but what a great catch nonetheless.
Effort was outstanding. Third down and 5 now. 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Ball at the Thunderbird 44-yard line.
Plenty of sparks and fireworks already in the first quarter, right, James?
Absolutely right. Back and forth we go, and we were hoping it was going to be this kind of game, Ed. Timeout on the field called by the Thunderbird Titans. So that'll give us a chance to remind you that coming up this Saturday, College Football Saturday, CW7 Arizona is your home for college football. And this Saturday, we'll take you to the ACC for a showdown between Georgia Tech and North Carolina. Coverage begins at 9 a.m. Don't miss a minute. Set those alarms, folks, and join us right here on CW7 Arizona for Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets, against the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah. It's going to be an awesome game.
That should be a fun one. Some great football coming up, and then right after that one's over, Ed, the game I always look forward to every year, Texas OU, the Red River Shootout at the Cotton Bowl.
Yes.
Absolutely can't wait for that one. Hook 'em horns, that's right. Absolutely right, says our audio engineer here, Mr. Stephen Moore. He's giving us the hook 'em horn sign. We hope you are too right now. Or maybe if you're an Oklahoma fan, you might be giving us a different sign right now.
Of course, that's coming from a young man who's from Dallas, Texas.
Yes. 2-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill on 3rd and 5. He'll roll out, look downfield, a little tunnel screen. It's caught on the scamper out near the 49-yard line, and that is Logan Camps. Correction, that is Joseph Francis, 6'2", 190-pound senior.
Boy, that 3 looks like a 2, doesn't it?
Man, I have been missing that most of the first quarter. I apologize, folks. Sometimes those jerseys get wrapped up underneath those shoulder pads. Yeah. And these guys, like you said earlier, they're moving so fast, the numbers are blur from up here.
Yeah, look at Logan's jersey. It's all scrunched up. The 2 does look like a 3, even though he's standing next to Joseph Francis. If you didn't know, it looks like a 3.
The Titans keep the offense on the field. Cohill under center. They hand it off. Elijah Little into the teeth of the defense, and I don't know if he's got it. A nice defensive stand there by Yuma Catholic. And you can see the celebrations on the far side of the field. Number 71, Gustavo de los Reyes in there, among others for Yuma Catholic. And I believe it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 upcoming for the Rocks.
Also, number 40, Leo Perez, the outside linebacker, was in there. The 6'1" junior was also in there. Great stop there on defense for the Shamrocks. They needed that, and they got the turnover. Now they got the football back. Great job on defense for YC.
They come out with I formation here. It's an offset I behind Nashon on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. A nice head of steam across the 45-yard line. Number 5, Benton Beck on the carry that time for Yuma Catholic. And a 5-yard gain will bring up a 2nd down and 5. We'll get you some scores from around the state here. The Cactus Shadows Falcons trailing the Desert Mountain Wolves 7-0. Verado leading Marshall Sinisa 13-0. Chinley at Winslow, they lead 6-0. And the Thatcher Eagles leading the Sabino Sabercats by the score of 7-0. Down the field they go. Sir Stokes holds it in inside the 5-yard line. My goodness. The 2nd time tonight, Stokes has gone up and pulled one out of the Arizona night sky. And you can see him high point that thing in triple coverage, Ed.
What a great throw by Nash out to Sir Stokes. Number 10, Tucker Fogelson. Again, you can cover this man as much as you can, but number 2, he's got that ability. He's got that knack. He can just sky up there, get up there above you, and catch that football from Nash Ott. What a great job by number 2, Sir Stokes. Again, this young man's done it all season long, and he's done it every time and time again for these Shamrocks.
Absolutely magnificent return there, or catch there for Sir Stokes. Nash on the offense back out now. 3 backs. They hand it off, go far side with it. And it's into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 44, Rocky Stallworth, 6 foot, 180 pounds, running behind the big blocks from the offensive line and plunging in there for the touchdown.
Okay, so the defense stops Thunderbird on 4th down. They get the ball back. They get a couple plays. They go down the field, and then they finish it off with Rocky Stallworth getting to the end zone. Great catch, great throw from Nash Ott to Sir Stokes, setting up that touchdown run to Stallworth. What a great drive. What a great turn of events, going from defense to offense, and then a couple plays later, they're in the end zone. Explosive job by Yuma Catholic, taking the lead.
Yuma Catholic is finding their groove here late in this first quarter. They come out now for the point after touchdown here. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And good. Hector Soto puts it right through the uprights, and the Shamrocks lead 14-0 with 41 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Start your engines and strap yourself in. This Saturday, the road to the championship rolls on with the NASCAR Xfinity playoffs. We'll be live from Charlotte Super Speedway as CW7 Arizona brings you every lap, every turn of NASCAR Xfinity's top 12 drivers. Coverage begins right here at 12:30 on CW7, your new home for NASCAR. Full day on Saturday, Ed. Buckle up, my friend.
You said start your engines and strap yourself in. Folks, you better do that right now.
Right now.
Do not wait until Saturday.
Don't
because
wait.
You better strap yourself in right now.
Don't wait is right.
Please don't wait.
The Little Cousins will return the football here for Thunderbird. They're back deep now for Coach Nolet and the Titans. And Yuma Catholic right now having a great first quarter. They lead it 14-7 over the undefeated Thunderbird Titans.
And we always talk about JP being opportunistic on defense, making timely stops, like that 4th down stop to get Thunderbird off the field. And then a couple plays later, you make a big play to Sir Stokes. And then one play later, you're in the end zone with Rocky Stallworth. Wow, it's amazing how momentum can flip your way.
Absolutely right. This one dribbled out of bounds on the far side at the 35-yard line. So the Thunderbird Titans will have the ball first down and 10 from their own 35 with 41 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1.
It's the show the pros watch now on an all-new night inside the NFL. Go inside the huddle of today's top NFL teams with trusted expert analysis inside the NFL. Now Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on CW7 Arizona. So change your schedules, folks. Get your DVRs or all that ready or watch it live. Inside the NFL is moving to Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. right here on CW7 Arizona.
I caught that last night. Some great stuff there. They name their football guys every weekend. It's so much fun. Coach Belichick, Chad Ochocinco, RC Ryan Clark in there, and Chris Long, former defensive lineman in the NFL. Big hit, a penalty flag on the far side of the field. And nonstop contact there, courtesy of the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks.
Well, that's what Chris Long used to do in the NFL, right?
That's exactly right.
Look at that. Look at number 21 coming up there making a stick.
Get you some. Joseph Francis was the ball carrier there.
Come on, Jeremiah Pope, get you some.
And so we'll see what the laundry on the field is all about. Illegal motion or illegal shift, you could say, assessed to Thunderbird. So that'll back them up a few yards, and it'll be first down and 15 here now. Or, correction, yeah, first and 15 now. Second and 15, my mistake. They lose it down on that penalty.
Second down.
They trot a couple offensive players out there. Devin Yates now onto the field here for Thunderbird. Cohill in the offense now. Second down and 16. Cohill back to pass. Pressure comes off the edge. A little slant route falls incomplete. Logan Camps the intended target. And the clock is stopped with 9 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Third down and 16 upcoming here for the Titans. What does the offense have up their sleeve here for this Yuma Catholic defense? Ed Captain Obvious has just arrived here, and Thunderbird has to convert right here, keep the ball going on offense.
Oh, yeah, third and 16, 9.2 seconds left to go. You would think this is a throwing situation.
3-by-1 on the outside for Cohill. He's back to pass. The lefty goes through the air. It's intercepted at the 45-yard line. Number 8, Hunter Hancock, still on his feet, spinning through traffic, and Hancock with an INT as the first quarter comes to a close.
Cohill looking for number 5, Darryl Little the second, but Hunter Hancock was also in the way. Hancock already big so far with kickoff returns and a touchdown run. Now he gets an interception. This young man's bucking for player of the game already, JP.
The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks got off the bus, and they are ready to play here tonight. We've reached the end of our first quarter. The Shamrocks lead the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 14-0. Stay with us. Second quarter action coming up next. Right here, you're watching Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona. Come on back.
Hey, Alyssa, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
It's our favorite time of the year. And you know what happens on Feel Good Fridays at the Arizona State Fair?
If you bring in 10 non-perishable food items, you get a free ticket into the fair.
It benefits St. Mary's Food Bank and Sanderson Ford's Operation Santa Claus. You ready to go to the fair?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Recognize that guy? One of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away.
Welcome back, everybody, here for second quarter action. 7-7 between Yuma Catholic and Thunderbird. The 7th interception of the year for Yuma Catholic. That belongs to Hunter Hancock, able to snag that pick right out of the air instead of Yuma Catholic in great territory for an offensive drive. Let's see what the Shamrocks can do here early in the second quarter. Back to you guys.
First down and 10 now for the Shamrocks as we welcome you back to Titan Stadium here in Phoenix. Two backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off to the tailback. He plunges ahead across the 30-yard line near the 25. Benton Beck on the carry that time. Looks like he'll gain 6 yards on the play, or 5 yards. Brings up second down and 5 here. Shamrocks on the march once again now after the INT from number 8, Hunter Hancock. What a play.
Yeah, YC, they smell blood in the water.
Yes.
They got that chum in the water. They definitely want to take and get a strike here and go up 14 if they can.
Ott is under center once again. I formation. They hand it off to the tailback. This is Benton Beck, and a rally to the football there by the Thunderbird defense. Led that time by number 27, Lex Galvaz. And you can also see Jared Stewart in there as well, wrapping up the ball carrier around the ankles.
Jared Stewart, also number 4, Greg Smith, the middle linebacker / defensive tackle, 5'5" senior. So it does take a village to bring down a running back of that stature.
Somehow, Benton Beck able to get back to the line of scrimmage there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 now. Sean Carter, penalty flag now. A personal foul assessed to the Thunderbird Titans, so wrong time for that if you're Coach Nolet, as the Shamrocks now in business closer to the end zone. I formation here for Yuma Catholic. Nash Ott drops back, goes to the fade route. It's caught into the end zone for the touchdown. Who else? Sir Stokes on the reception there. And a gorgeous touch pass there from Nash Ott. And the rest of it done by Sir Stokes. Once again, number 2, double covered.
Of course, number 7 on the season. Touchdown for Sir Stokes. Great throw, as you mentioned, from Nash Ott. That little fade. And Sir Stokes just fades into the background behind the defensive backs, and he just catches the football. What a great throw where only number 2 can catch the football. The relationship the quarterback has with the wide receiver from Nash Ott to Sir Stokes, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
It sure is. On for the PAT now, Hector Soto. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and Soto puts it right through the uprights. Our score with 10 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in our first half. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 21 and the Thunderbird Titans 7.
Folks looking for more high school coverage, head on over to cw7az.com or scan that QR code that's going to pop up on your screen right now. And you'll find links for our Friday Night Red Zone, our exclusive coaches show, the pep rally they held here this morning at Thunderbird High School, upcoming schedules, and more. It's all there on that QR code on the right side of your screen with the little football in the middle. Scan that, and you can get all the information you need to have.
And, Coach, folks, we also remind you that tonight's coverage is being brought to you in part by Next Care Urgent Care, proud supporters of Thursday Night Football right here on Arizona CW7. Yuma Catholic 21-7 now. A lot of football left to be played, but right now the Shamrocks, I would say, exerting their will here on the Titans.
Oh, yeah, since Darrell Little II got that initial touchdown catch in the first quarter, on a 21-0 run. So the Shamrocks are rolling offensively. Defensively, their special teams is great with Hunter Hancock setting them up, and Hunter Hancock doing it all with a touchdown catch and an interception. So the Shamrocks have come to play James Poovey.
Keep in mind, Ed, the Thunderbird Titans defense only giving up 28 points all season coming into this ball game, and they've given up 21 here so far in a quarter and some change.
Again, they got on the bus, 3.5-hour drive. They said, you know what? We're going to drive all the way up here. We're giving you the best we got. And so far, they have given the best that Thunderbird can handle.
Let's get you some scoring updates from around the state of Arizona. In the second quarter, the Desert Mountain Wolves leading the Cactus Shadows Falcons 14-7. Verado all over Marcos Deniza under the direction of Coach Jeremy Hathcock. 27-0, they lead it. A tight one out there at Winslow. Chinley 6, Winslow 0. And the Thatcher Eagles lead the Sabino Sabercats at home 14-0.
Great action all over the great state of Arizona. Love it, JP.
Thursday night football, it's become a thing here, Ed, and we like to think we've had a little bit to do with that. Cohill rolls out to his left. Pressure comes. He throws. It falls incomplete, and Andrew Cohill somehow able to get rid of that football just in time as that Yuma Catholic defense was bearing down on him.
Led by Rocky Stallworth, of course, number 44, that linebacker. He just never stops coming, and he is I guess he's just the guy that follows, that guys on the defense follow. They follow number 44. He's got a never-ending motor, so they have to have a never-ending motor.
A wealth of talent on this crew out here tonight with us, Ed.
Oh, no question.
And we'd also like to welcome in Gil joining us this week for the first time from Centennial High School over there in Peoria.
That was a great connection we made a couple weeks ago when we went out to speak to the young men and young ladies out there, and we caught up with Coach Taylor from the Centennial Coyotes.
Number 64.
False start assessed to Thunderbird, so that'll back them up to the 15-yard line. It'll be second down and 15 now here for the Titans.
Penalties are certainly some things that the Titans cannot afford to have when you're down 14 and you're gashing. You're bleeding right now. On a 21-0 run, you're being ran out of your own building, at least right now. They can't afford to get penalties to back themselves up. They've got to be able to move the football down the field, get positive yards on as many plays as you can.
Cohill back to pass, goes far side, it's caught. Stepping out of bounds on the far side is Logan Camps. And Camps gets a few of those yards back. A nice connection there from Cohill to Camps.
Good protection there by the offensive line for Cohill. We found that Logan Camps right out there. Just throw it and got some yards. Got some positive yards. A positive play for the Titans offense.
A 6-yard gain to be exact. Third down and 9 upcoming here now for Thunderbird. They break the huddle. 2 receivers to each side now here on third down and 9. Cohill flanked to the right by Elijah Little. He'll stay in to block. Cohill wants to throw. Now he's going to run it himself. Slides down at the 25-yard line. Pressure applied there by Yuma Catholic's number 19, Sean Carter. And so the punting unit looks like it'll come on here for Thunderbird. The snap, the punt is away. It's a high end over end kick fielded inside the 40-yard line and brought out near midfield by number 23, Isaiah Marquez. And so once again, the Shamrocks in business here offensively from their own 49-yard line. So we'll see if the Thunderbird defense can tighten the screws here a little bit and start to slow down this Shamrocks offensive attack.
Well, they're going to have to, right?
Yes, they are.
Yep. Or you're going to risk being down 21 points in the second quarter in your own building.
You don't want that.
I don't see him.
Some guy or guys are going to have to make plays. They're going to have to get to Nash Ott, force the issue. Force a turnover, force some errant throws, force some sacks. They've got to find a way to get pressure on Nash Ott because right now they're not getting any of it.
The officials are hydrating, and also the teams are doing the same. So that gives us a chance to remind you that following the game tonight, be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime and their all-new game night featuring Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. It's entertaining, challenging, And as we always like to say here on CW7 Arizona, it's all good. Don't forget, we got a special presentation coming up tonight, courtesy of the Spirit Consultants. That'll be at halftime this evening as Brad Perry is going to get his cheer on, Ed. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, me neither. Can't wait to see BP getting his cheer on. Love it.
Great stuff, and a shout out to the ladies on hand here tonight. They work just as hard as these football players to put on a show for this crowd every single week. Trips left now for Nash Ott. Tunnel screen, it's caught. On the run across the 40-yard line. Number 8, Hunter Hancock, who had himself a nice INT, now has a great reception and a run there for the Shamrocks.
Great job by Nash Ott, just backing up, finding that Hunter Hancock was open in the flat right there, just got from number 11 to number 8. Once Hunter Hancock got the football, he did the rest, took straight up the field, great gain, and the Shamrocks are in really good field position on offense.
2 receivers left now for Ott. He'll go under center here. I formation for the Shamrocks. They'll give it to the tailback. Wrapped up there at the line of scrimmage is Benton Beck. Greg Smith on the attack there for Thunderbird. And a great stop in the middle of the field, shedding the block and making the tackle on a very tough Benton Beck at running back.
A much needed stop by Greg Smith. Also number 1, Jared Stewart, the second was in there as well. So that's a stop that they definitely needed on Hunter Hancock, the running back.
Put down a TFL there for Greg Smith. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. And we have a timeout on the field.
So we did a little pre-teaser. Now let's give you the full halftime teaser for the Spirit Consultants. Folks, if you have a cheerleader or a someday cheerleader, you want to stick around for a halftime feature that's coming up here at halftime. Oh, in about 9:20 or so, we got to pay some bills and all that stuff. So it'll be 9:20, maybe a little over 10 minutes. But Brad Perry is bringing it on with the official cheer partner of the AIA, the Spirit Consultants, taking cheer camps, talking cheer camps, safety resources, and more coming up at halftime right here on CW7 Arizona.
Timeout on the field. We'll step aside and take the timeout with them. Welcome you back to Titan Stadium after the break. Stay with us.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by Thomas Law Group.
She said she wasn't hungry. She only wanted a bite. But this isn't just a patty melt. This is a Whataburger patty melt. The all-time favorite. With 2 all-beef patties, Monterey Jack, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. So 1 bite became 2. And 2 became mine. Just a bite, huh? Mark that one down as a lesson learned. The Whataburger patty melt. Just like you like it.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606.
Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. Ott rolls out, sets the feet, throws. It's caught by Sir Stokes inside the 30-yard line, working his way down to the 25. And Stokes just keeps adding to his prolific season-long stats here tonight against the Titans.
Just a little shallow crosser right there for number 2, Sir Stokes. Nash Ott with the accurate throw, seeing that number 2 was coming with that little crossing route, a little up and in, and great throw and great catch by number 2 with the sure hands.
2 receivers to the near side for Ott. Now on 1st down and 10, they'll hand it off. Rocky Stallworth out the right side, still on his feet, burrowing his way in for a 1st down across the 15-yard line. And there you see Stallworth. And you gotta love to see a running back with a neck roll on right there, Ed Cole, a green one at that.
I would put a linebacker as a running back because he's so strong and powerful. Look at number 44, just making things happen. So strong, on defense and offense. Rocky Stallworth, you can throw him in there, and then throw Sir Stokes in there. The offensive line's blocking for Nash Ott. So everything is seeming to go right so far for Yuma Catholic.
It is going really well here tonight for the Shamrocks so far, leading 21-7, just under 9 minutes remaining here in our first half. Not out of the I formation. Nash Ott under center, hands it off to the tailback. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. That is number 8, Hunter Hancock, and a host of Thunderbird Titans in there on the stop. And it took a host to get that number 8 down that time.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, because Hunter Hancock has been gashing this defense, gashing special teams. So you got to find a way to account for number 8 and bring this guy down, because he has been so deadly tonight for the Rocks.
Second down and 10 now. Clock winds as we approach 8 minutes remaining. Two-back set here for Ott. Claps the hands. He'll shovel pass inside to Rocky Stallworth. And Stallworth brought down from behind that time by Jared Stewart II. There you see Stewart putting that cape on right there, doing his little Superman impression. He did a great job at knifing in there and stopping Big 44.
Stewart, also number 10, Tucker Fogelson, number 55, Talon Flores. As you mentioned, it takes 3 or 4 guys to bring down these running backs, and you're going to have to do that. So excellent penetration by that Titans defense, getting to the running back and bringing him down.
Third down here at the left hash for the Shamrocks. 3 receivers to the right. They'll motion one into the slot. Ott rolls out, comes back near side, thought about it, under pressure, now finds an open receiver at the 10-yard line on the far side. Who else but Sir Stokes? And Stokes is into the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness. Nash Ott able to set the feed. There you see Sir Stokes making moves on defenders and getting in there for 6 more for the Shamrocks.
Outstanding moves by Sir Stokes, but did you see his wide receivers? I always look at the wide receivers to see if they're going to turn into blockers, and they definitely did. But we got a flag on the field, folks.
Penalty flag on the play. A legal man downfield is the call there, assessed to Yuma Catholic, so they'll wipe the touchdown off the board there, unfortunately for Nash Ott and Sir Stokes. But what an effort there. You see the wiggle there for number 2.
Yeah, and the wiggle for number 11, Nash Ott, to get away from the defender. He had to roll out there to the right, had to make some moves on the guy coming after him in order to make the throw to Sir Stokes, who made those wiggle moves for the touchdown that was wiped off the board.
Third down and 15 now. Tight trips right here for Ott. 1 receiver to the near side. Empty backfield. Shotgun snap. Pressure off the edge. Climbs the pocket. Rolls out to his right. Sets the feet. Goes downfield. It's caught. Into the end zone for the touchdown. My goodness. That happened so fast. Marquez on the reception there for Yuma Catholic. Isaiah Marquez, number 23, hauling in the score there for Yuma Catholic. Wow.
The decision-making by Nash Ott, he sees the pressure. He knows he's got to step up in the pocket or risk a sack. So he steps up, rolls to his right, and just on the fly, the things he's got to think in his mind and the plays he's got to make, and his wide receivers moving with him to be open. What a great throw by Ott to number 23, Marquez.
Hector Soto now on for the PAT. The right leg is through. It's through the uprights. And the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks lead the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 28-7. With 7 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in our first half. Yuma Catholic is balling here tonight. Let's send it down to our sideline reporter, Mr. Parker Garash. Take it away, Parker. What do you got for us?
What's up, guys? After talking with a lot of media members here pre-game, they talked about how Yuma has to come and play like that last game against ACP 2 weeks ago was a fluke. Right now, it's 28-7, and the team that has made a 3-hour drive from Yuma, Arizona is playing like one of the top teams in the state. As you see behind me, there's a ton of Shamrock fans out that made the drive here to West Phoenix at Thunderbird High School, and they are definitely putting on the performance like one of the best teams in the 4A conference. This is going to be a great first half end with 7:14 here left to go. Back to you guys, though, with the call.
Great stuff from the far sideline there, and you can see the Yuma Catholic fans traveling well here. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, Ed. Great to see the support for the Shamrocks on the road tonight. And they are looking good so far on a 28-0 run after going down early, 7-0. They have just completely just wiped this crowd out. It's a quiet crowd. It's so silent here as the Titans have been just bum-rushed so far in the first half. Darrell Little, the second on the return. He's got a block from Elijah Little, brings it out across the 20-yard line, and that's about it. Diego Dumo, among others, in on the stop there for Yuma Catholic. It's been the balance on offense, JP. 2 rushing touchdowns. Hunter Hancock, a touchdown run. Rocky Stallworth, a touchdown run. Here in the second quarter, it's been through the air. Sir Stokes, a touchdown catch. And then Isaiah Marquez with a touchdown catch of his own, getting those 28 points. So, again, Yuma Catholic got on that bus. It's a business trip for them. They are not messing around tonight. They sure are not. And once again, back to that touchdown to Isaiah Marquez. What an impressive job from Nash Ott. You talk about the pressure. It was coming that time from Thunderbird. They couldn't have played it much better, but Ott just able to wiggle through there, keep his eyes downfield the entire time, find the receiver, and then put the dart right in between the numbers. Handoff, Elijah Little. Maybe gets a little turf monster there at the 25-yard line, but Little able to get ahead for at least 10 yards and move the chains for a Thunderbird first down. And that'll maybe light a spark underneath this Titans offense. We'll see. First down at 10 now from their own 31. Cohill, I formation. He'll go under center. Power football. They hand it off inside. Nowhere to go for Elijah Little. And he stood up right at the line of scrimmage that time by Cesar Fernandez, among others in there on the stop for Yuma Catholic. Wasn't that one of our keys to stop Elijah Little? And as difficult as it is to get him one-on-one, you've got to get 2 guys, 3 guys, an entire defense if you've got to get to him. Tonight's coverage being brought to you in part by our good friends, the Marin brothers, over at Burrito Express. And how good right now does the Burrito Supreme sound right now from those gentlemen? It would be good, wouldn't it, Sonia? 2 by 1 on the outside now for Cohill on second down and 11. They'll hand it off, and the defense knifing in there immediately on the stop. Oh. Yuma Catholic just living in that backfield right now. And I believe that was Owen Domingos. Just getting off a blocker and getting in there almost immediately for the stop on Elijah Little. It was Domingos, or it was number 62, Tyler Hefner. We couldn't get it from our vantage point. I think that was the number 62, Tyler Hefner. But whoever it was, that's how you get to Elijah Little. You've got to penetrate, bust through that offensive line and get to number 7. And so far, the Shamrocks defense is playing Elijah Little in this offense extremely well, only giving up 7 points with about 5:10 left to go in the first half. A loss of 1 on the play, 2 by 2 on the outside now for the Titans. Low snap, and Cohill has to just get on top of it at the 20-yard line. So the Titans right now having some trouble on offense, and they will once again bring the punting unit on right here, and Yuma Catholic is once again going to go back on offense here, Ed. What a nightmarish first half for the home team. It is, no doubt. Coach Nollette's going to have to get those boys in the locker room, make the necessary halftime adjustments, which they are always good at, and see if they can come out here and get back into this ball game. A punt. That punt takes a Titans bounce across midfield, and it'll be spotted out of bounds at right at midfield at the 50-yard line. Folks looking for more high school coverage in addition to this game, then head on over to CW7AZ.com or scan the QR code that's popping up on your screen right now, and you'll find links for our Friday Night Red Zone, our exclusive coaches show, the Desert Gridiron Game Plan, which airs every Tuesday night on the Epic Sports Network YouTube channel. Shameless plug. Also available online at CW7AZ.com. Go ahead. Yes, and the pep rally they had here this morning, which we'll see more of at halftime with Brad Perry, and upcoming schedules for Thursday night kickoff and more. It's all there on that QR code on your screen, so grab your iPhones, your Androids, your iPads, whatever you got that can scan the QR code, scan that guy and find out information. Your Nokia 3390, whatever you got in your pocket, folks, grab it. Two receivers to the far side now for Nash Ott. A shovel pass across midfield. And that was number 40, Leo Perez, the 6'1" junior.
Over the moon from his guys tonight. He's got to be so pleased. All three phases have worked tonight practically perfectly for the Shamrocks.
Coach Stallworth been out there for a number of years at Yuma Catholic, had the chance to coach his sons, and that's got to be quite the honor. Got to see them work over the last few seasons. Richard Stallworth at quarterback for the last few years. He graduated last spring. Nash Ott with a play fake. Comes back near side, wide open in the flat is Benton Beck. And he's down near the 30-yard line, finally forced out of bounds by Tucker Fogelson. And how about the play design on that right there?
It looked like the entire Titans defense was going after Nash Ott. They were on that side of the field. Meanwhile, Benton Beck is just wide open on the left side of the field. So it's an easy throw for Nash Ott to find number 5 wide open for the big game.
Wide open indeed. First down and 10 now for the Shamrocks. Once again, they're on the march. Ball at the Thunderbird 33-yard line. I formation once again here for Nash Ott. They'll hand it off to the tailback. This is Benton Beck. Plunging through the defense that time. Down to the 28. A 5-yard gain on the play will bring up second down and 5 here for the Shamrocks.
Clock continues to run, 3:12 and counting, and the pressure continues to grow for the Titans, especially defensively here, because Yuma Catholic, they're doing whatever they want to do to this defense.
Get you that great overhead look for this second down and 5 play right here. 2-by-1 on the outside for Nash Ott. Shotgun snap. Ott looks down the field. He goes up. Cox somehow able to pull that thing in and keep control as he went to the ground. What an amazing play there for number 8.
I will tell you, Nash Ott has got some great wide receivers and a running back. Sir Stokes, Hunter Hancock, Benton Beck, all of these guys have come to show and prove tonight, and they have done just that in the first half, JP.
They have for sure, Ed. Ball at the 5-yard line now for the Shamrocks, knocking on the door once again.
Wow.
First down and goal, Yuma Catholic. A full house backfield here for Nash Ott. They hand it off going far side. Hunter Hancock. Penalty flag on the play. A host of Titans in on the stop there for Thunderbird. It'll be a hold assessed to Yuma Catholic. So that'll back him up and negate the run there from Hunter Hancock. And number 8 having himself a second quarter.
Oh, yes, he is.
Offense and defense going really well tonight here for Hunter Hancock. We're going to get you our Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Thomas Law. And this one comes from the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, Ed.
Oh, yeah, Thomas Law would like to recognize our Student Athlete of the Week from Yuma Catholic High School, Mr. Bodie Ford. He's number 54 out there tonight. He's a senior. He plays football and wrestling, all while maintaining a 3.91 GPA. He's a member of the National Honor Society and has hopes one day to work in construction management. Congratulations, Mr. Ford.
Nash Ott set the feet, goes to the air. It's into the end zone for the touchdown. Sir Stokes with another touchdown here tonight for Yuma Catholic as we take one more look just inside the goal line, and Stokes with a dart that time from Nash Ott.
Again, fantastic job by Nash Ott rolled out to his right on the last touchdown pass, but this time he rolls out to his left, finds Sir Stokes right over there, right in front of the end zone. Great throw, third passing touchdown for Nash Ott this quarter.
And Sir Stokes has a couple of touchdowns here tonight as well.
2 for him, yes.
My goodness. Hector Soto on for the PAT. It's up and good. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks leading the Thunderbird Titans 35-7 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in our first half.
And again, folks, the shocking thing is they're on a 35-0 run. So once Thunderbird got their first touchdown, they've got nothing since.
You know, this Yuma Catholic team is very impressive here tonight. They've got one loss on the season, but they are definitely playing like an undefeated ball club.
Oh, yeah. And that one loss to AZ College Prep. And they're no slouch either.
They aren't. We saw them last week down at Vista Grande, and Evan Heinrich and that offense were absolutely magnificent down there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's remind you, coming up at halftime, if you have a cheerleader or a someday cheerleader like I do in Jordan Poovey, you want to stick around for our halftime feature. Brad Perry is bringing it on with the official cheer partner of the AIA, the Spirit Consultants. We're talking cheer camps, safety, resources, and more coming up at the half right here on CW7 Arizona. Make sure you stay with us for that. It should be exciting, Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Get your pom-poms ready.
Yep. Oh, BP's got his pom-poms. I can't wait to see that.
You know he does. You know he does.
Can't wait to see BP do his thing.
And hasn't he done a magnificent job this season on the pep rallies? Unfortunately, not able to have one here today because this school is on fall break. But they'll be back next week. I checked the schedule, and Westwood has their fall break this week, so we're good to go for next Thursday morning's pep rally right here on CW7 Arizona.
Good.
Just so you know.
Can't wait to get out to Mesa for that game next week. That's going to be fun.
Absolutely right.
That's our first one for us, too, isn't it? We've never been to Westwood.
That'll be our first trip to Westwood, home of the Warriors. Coach Brandon Lahr, Coach Lahr's doing a great job out there with those Westwood Warriors as they will be hosting the Cesar Chavez champions. And Coach Chandler Hovick, homecoming for him as he goes from Central High School back to his alma mater there at Cesar Chavez in Levine.
Nice.
Thunderbird now back on offense here. They got 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining to get something done and get some points on the board. Cohill now from the shotgun. Toss. In the backfield, wrapping up Elijah Little is number 21, Jeremiah Polk. Watch Polk. Unblocked there on the edge. All he has to do is keep his shoulder square, wrap up, and make the stop on Elijah Little, which we all know is not easy to do.
Yep.
But great defensive position right there for Polk.
That is textbook tackling for Polk. You see him right there, number 21. Held up Elijah Little. Waited for number 41, Max Orozco, to come over there and help him finish it off. But great job, 101 tackling. That's how you get your cornerbacks to get a running back of his stature and his strength and his power. Like I said, get him up top and bring him down.
A tackle for loss there for Polk. Second down and 16 now. Cohill's going to run it himself. Forced out of bounds there at the 26-yard line. So he'll get a few of those yards back. It'll still be third down and 11 here now. Make it third down and, third and 12 here. Third down and 12 upcoming here for the Thunderbird Titans. And you would have to think, Ed, this might be four-down territory here, trailing 35-7.
I would think so, yeah. You need all the chances you can get to cut into a 28-point lead.
Yes, indeed. 3-by-1 on the outside now for Cohill. He's flanked to the left there by Elijah Little. He rolls left. Looks downfield. Pressure comes once again. Rocky Stallworth in the backfield. And he is hammering down on the quarterback that time. Tried to punch that thing out, but nonetheless, Stallworth with a sack.
Stallworth would not stop running until he got to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did. Great job by 44, breaking off that would-be blocker, that offensive lineman, and he was determined to get to Andrew Cohill, and he sure enough did.
While we have a timeout on the field, let's get you some scores from around the Grand Canyon State. Lots of Thursday night football action to talk about here on Arizona CW7. Some great games throughout the state. Desert Mountain continues to lead at the half over the Cactus Shadows Falcons, 14-7. Verrado holding Marco Siniza scoreless right now, 34-0 out there in Tempe. The Chinley Wildcats against the Winslow. What's Winslow's mascot? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Winslow?
They trail 6-0 to Chinley, and the Thatcher Eagles on top of the Sabino Sabercats, 28-6. 4th down here now, and the punting unit will come on for Thunderbird.
The Winslow Bulldogs.
The Winslow Bulldogs. Man, I'm usually pretty good on those mascots.
You are good at that.
I drew a blank on that one. Apologies to Winslow.
There's only about 1,000 high school football teams in this state.
You know, we've talked for a while about having like a little mascot challenge, maybe get some fans involved, some media members. That would be a good time, I think.
It would.
That ball trickles inside the 45-yard line. It'll be downed at the 49. So Yuma Catholic going to go back on offense once again here with a minute remaining in the half.
Folks, start your engines and strap yourself in. On Saturday, the road to the championship rolls on with the NASCAR Xfinity playoffs live from Charlotte Speedway. CW7 Arizona brings you every lap, every turn of NASCAR Xfinity's top 12 drivers. Coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. right on the spot, right here at CW7, your new home for NASCAR.
NASCAR, it's going to be a fantastic season as NASCAR has partnered with the CW network, and some amazing races coming up this fall, Ed.
And of course, it culminates right here at Phoenix International Raceway. I can't wait for that too.
That's right, down the street from your place right over there.
Yes, sir.
3 receivers to the top side now here for Nash Ott. 1st down and 10 from the Thunderbird 49. Ott squares the shoulders, throws, and it's snuffed out quickly there by the Thunderbird Titans defense. There you see Ott finding the wide receiver. That was Hunter Hancock out there. And nice job on contain there by number 62, Mason Fosu. 6'3", 250, the senior, getting out there and getting it done on the edge for the Titans. A loss of 3, 2nd and 13. They come near side. A tip ball somehow caught. My goodness, what a reception there. That was Isaiah Marquez on the reception after the tip. And how about the concentration there for 2-3?
Look how close Jared Stewart was from a pick 6.
Just so close.
So close.
But yet so far.
I know, right? Just fingertips away from a pick 6 that could have changed the momentum and the trajectory of how this game was going to halftime.
Timeout on the field with 21 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Beautiful. Folks, CW7 Arizona is your home for college football. Not just high school football, but also college football. This Saturday, we take you to the ACC for a showdown between the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Let's go.
There in Chapel Hill. I can't wait for this game as well. Coverage begins at 9 a.m., so folks, you got to get up early on Saturday, get your breakfast, get all that stuff cooked up and ready to go. Get your breakfast right in front of the TV or your iPad or however you watch it, but don't miss a minute of this game between Georgia Tech and North Carolina right here on the CW7 Arizona.
And how about the job Coach Mack Brown has done out there with the North Carolina Tar Heels?
Yes, sir.
And alive.
You know, it just took a little bit of time, but you know he was going to turn that program and get it in the right direction.
Trips right here for Nash Ott on 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap, looks to throw. The protection is outstanding. Far side, the ball falls incomplete. Trying to find Sir Stokes over there on the far side, and well covered by Messiah Levette.
Good coverage.
6'3" senior.
Good coverage. Not, I just short hopped it, looking for his #1 target, of course, Sir Stokes. But yeah, just a little bit short on that throw.
4th down upcoming here, as the Shamrocks look like they will bring the punting unit on right here. $16 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Finally, the defense got a stop on this Shamrocks offense.
That's something to take into the halftime.
Absolutely.
Now we have a field goal attempt here, Ed. Or they're going to free kick it. I saw this a couple weeks ago in a college game. A high end-over-end kick fielded by Elijah Little at the 1. Little dances at the 5, across the 10. Still on his feet near the 15-yard line, and brought down there by a host of Yuma Catholic tacklers. Now that's starting to become a thing, where instead of a punt, you line up for the field goal attempt, which is not really a field goal attempt, and you use that momentum to get that ball further down the football field. Interesting stuff here, Ed.
The game is always changing, isn't it?
Isn't it, though? 5 seconds remaining here in our first half. So glad you joined us here tonight on CW7 Arizona. Special shout out to all the crew on hand here tonight at Thunderbird High School, and everybody back at the mothership at 44th and Camelback, getting it done over there inside the London Center. First down and 10 now for Thunderbird. Stay with us. We'll get head coach Rocky Stallworth on. Rhett Stallworth, excuse me, at the conclusion of our first half. Hand off to Elijah Little, far side, and nowhere to go with the football. We've reached the end of our first half. Our score, the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 35 and the Thunderbird Titans 7. A dominant first half performance here for the team from the western slope out there. Let's get it down to the sideline, and Parker Garash is standing by with head coach Rhett Stallworth.
Appreciate it, guys. Coach, 35-7. This has been an extremely impressive half. You guys are not playing like a 5-1 team. You're playing like an undefeated team. What was the message pregame heading into this game to take down an undefeated team like Thunderbird?
Well, what we've been telling our kids is let's take them to deep water. They haven't been to deep water yet. They've been blowing people out. They're a great football team, but nobody else has pressured them, made them play from behind or done anything like that. We've been in deep water a few games already, so we hope we've learned from it, and we're like, let's get them into deep water and see how the cookie crumbles now.
And this is a Thunderbird team that hasn't given up any points the last 2 weeks. You were able to put up 35. This offense with Nash Ott and then Sir Stokes been putting on a show. What have you liked from your offense so far through this first half, and what can they even do even better coming into the second half?
Well, they've executed well. We haven't turned the football over. We've gotten good field position from the defense and special teams. So, at the end of the day, we just got to keep capitalizing on field position, not turn the ball over, and just keep executing. We haven't done anything stupid or anything like that, so we're good.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Coach Rhett Stallworth and his Yuma Catholic Shamrocks leading the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 35-7. We've reached halftime. Make sure you stay with us. Coming up, Brad Perry gets his cheer on with the Spirit Consultants. It's halftime here at Titan Stadium in Phoenix. We'll be right back with more of the halftime show after the break.
2 weeks ago, Thunderbird Cheer had the honor to pick off the NFL's crucial task against cancer.
Have you had the craving for the best burrito anywhere? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express.
With 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location opening soon, your new favorite burrito is just right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona.
In 2016, Donald Trump said he would choose only the best people to work in his White House. Now those people have a warning for America. Trump is not fit to be president again. Here's his vice president.
Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States.
I cannot in good conscience endorse Donald Trump this year.
His defense secretary.
Do you think Trump can be trusted with the nation's secrets ever again?
No. I mean, it's just irresponsible action that places our service members at risk, places our nation's security at risk.
His national security advisor.
Donald Trump will cause a lot of damage. The only thing he cares about is Donald Trump.
And the nation's former highest-ranking military officer.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Take it from the people who knew him best. Donald Trump is too big a risk for America.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Recognize that guy? One of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away.
This week on CW Football Saturday, Haynes King ignites the high-voltage offense of Georgia Tech as they clash with the hard-hitting Omarion Hampton and North Carolina. Touchdown, Carolina! Georgia Tech at North Carolina.
Saturday at 9 on CW7 Arizona. Sponsored by Chapman Automotive Group. We offer one of the largest selections of new and used cars for sale online in Arizona. Visit ChapmanAZ.com.
The 2024 playoffs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Roll on this Saturday.
It all goes down in Charlotte-Roval, where 8 drivers will advance and 4 others see their title dreams end.
The Xfinity Series never disappoints.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs.
Coverage begins Saturday at 12:30 on CW7.
I am a lifelong Republican, but I don't know what you call Carrie Lake.
She went off the rails.
Carrie Lake supports a law that would ban abortion even in the case of rape and incest.
Arizona will not be a state where abortions are happening.
That's just not okay.
Carrie Lake is still lying about her last election.
She tried to undermine our votes.
Carrie Lake dragged us through court case after court case.
And she still won't admit that she lost. She's just out for herself.
Carrie Lake's not conservative. She's nuts.
Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606.
Seeing Arizona families struggle is personal for me. Growing up, my family barely got by. It's why I'm standing up to greedy corporations that aren't paying their fair share of taxes, leaving everyday Arizonans with the bill. And it's why I took on Big Pharma to limit the annual cost of prescription drugs for seniors and cap the cost of insulin to $35 a month. Because I'll do whatever it takes to help Arizona families make it. I'm Ruben Gallego, and I approve this message.
Well, we've watched the movie Bring It On, or at least I know I have, and those who are my age know about cheerleading and how it's so competitive. And that's why Dave's here from the Spirit Consultants to tell us about a camp coming up that's so important for anybody to get into that wants to go on to that next level of cheerleading.
Yeah, so the Spirit Consultants are the official partner of AIA. We are the official summer instructional camp company for all things Spirit Line for cheer and dance in the state of Arizona. And this upcoming summer, we're going to be back. We have our overnight camp where we fly in instructors, professional adult age instructors from all over the country, from some of the top universities. And we spend 3 days and 2 nights working one-on-one with teams on everything from cheers to stunts to pyramids to game etiquette and improving their sideline presence. And it is a wonderful 3 days to really kick off your season.
Now, is this for a team or individuals?
So we do focus on high school, middle school, junior high school, and elementary school teams. We want to bring the entire program in. This way they have their stunt groups, they can build their halftime performances with us or pep rally performances with us and go back to start their season with as much material and ready to go as possible.
Yeah, and I love that you're bringing it here because we have a lot of those cheerleaders that have wanted to travel to some of your camps, but they weren't able to, and you saw that, and you says, well, we need to do it right here in our own backyard.
Yeah, we started off in California. We were in California for about 8 or 9 years before we finally got our first camp going in Arizona. And now, like I said, we've completed 16. We're going to embark on number 17 in 2025. And we are local. We are custom. We work one-on-one with coaches. And no matter if you're a novice program or an advanced program, no matter if you compete or if you don't compete, we work with everyone. We want to make sure that we're doing what we can to improve cheerleading and dance throughout the entire state at all levels.
Yeah, and the most important part is that you want to do it safely, and that's what they got to really pay attention, because you said everyone's program is different, and you guys work with them that way.
Yeah, so we always focus on fundamentals and basics. We want to make sure that we're building the right progressions and the right skill sets from the bottom up. Also at our camp, we have an on-site medical staff of certified athletic trainers for both preventative care and emergency care. It is about doing things the right way, keeping our athletes safe, watching them improve, and then giving them the opportunity to move on in whatever direction they go after high school.
I like it, and you know firsthand how important it is for cheerleaders and that dance team to support their football players or basketball players or any sport they're cheering for, right? Because
we are there on campus to support all athletes, and the more that we can support the other our teams on campus, the better they're going to do, and ultimately the more we're going to be supported in return. And it's just kind of that giving circle here, where we give to their campus, we give to our athletes, they're going to give back to us, and the programs as a whole continue to improve.
Right. We know that you actually cheered in high school.
I did.
And in college.
Uh-huh.
Can I put you on the spot? Do you
Go
still know your one of your cheers?
That would be really putting me on the spot. I couldn't say that I remember any of my own cheers, but I do have great memories back then, being in a mascot costume and then being on sidelines. And I did run out the tunnel carrying the flag for many years, and it was a phenomenal set of memories.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yep.
Dave, I'm sorry I had to put you on the spot.
It's all good.
I love it.
I'm good with it.
All right, you want more information on the camp and also, of course, about the Spirit Consultant? You can look on the screen right there or head on over to the CW7AZ.com.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor. Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606.
This week on CW Football Saturday, Haynes King ignites the high-voltage offense of Georgia Tech as they clash with the hard-hitting Omarion Hampton and North Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Georgia Tech at North Carolina.
Saturday at 9 on CW7 Arizona. Sponsored by Chapman Automotive Group. We offer one of the largest selections of new and used cars for sale online in Arizona. Visit ChapmanAZ.com.
The 2024 playoffs in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Roll on this Saturday. It all goes down in Charlotte Roval, where 8 drivers will advance and 4 others see their title dreams end.
The Xfinity Series never disappoints.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs.
Coverage begins Saturday at 12:30 on CW7.
Great stuff there from Mr. Kirshner and the Spirit Consultants as we welcome you back here to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. The Thunderbird Titans trailing the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks 35-7. Just a few minutes left here in the halftime. Ed, it's been a magnificent first half for Yuma Catholic. They have came out here and come to play tonight here for this trip to Phoenix.
Oh, it has been something for the Shamrocks. Going down 7-0 early. Darryl Little II gets a touchdown catch, puts them up 7-0. And then after that, it's been all Yuma Catholic. 35 straight points. They've done it with offense, defense, special teams. It has been a complete team event here to come up here, and they've put it on, again, up 35-7, 28 point lead with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. It's been a great first half for YC.
Mr. Little got things started in the first quarter there, scored the first points of the night. It was 7-0 Thunderbird relatively quickly, and then after that, it's been all Yuma Catholic since then, courtesy of Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock. These two gentlemen have played lights out here in this first half of football.
Yeah, Hunter Hancock, also Rocky Stallworth. We'll see Stallworth get the touchdown run right here, number 44. Great job by him. Also plays linebacker, one of those two-way players, Rocky Stallworth. Of course, his dad is the head coach of the team as well, but Rocky is a monster player on offense and defense.
And then you talk about Sir Stokes, a couple touchdowns here tonight. There's the first one. one. And what a throw as well there from Nash Ott, laying it right in the bucket.
That is, he had 3 touchdown throws in the second half. Nash Ott did, so he's up to 19 touchdowns so far for Nash Ott so far. What a great first half for Ott and the Shamrocks.
Let's give you the Next Care Urgent Care health tip tonight. Whether you're an athlete or not, injuries can and do happen. And make sure you're applying pressure to a strained muscle with a bandage or athletic tape. That could definitely help and minimize that swelling. And Ed, were you aware that you could get 80% of emergency room visits treated at Next Care Urgent Care for an average of 1/3 of the cost? That's quite a saving.
It is a great savings, especially with everything being so high nowadays. So you can get 80% treated for an average of 1/3 of the cost. I'll take that 10 times out of 10.
When are we going to get that 99 cents a gallon gas again, my friend? You think that'll ever happen?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Wishful thinking, right? Thunderbird Titans want to get back in this ball game. We're about ready for our second half kickoff here. We'll take a short commercial timeout and return for the second half kickoff from Thunderbird High School right here in Phoenix. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks lead it 35-7 at the break. Stay with us. Third quarter coming up next.
I'm Brandon Raffi, accident attorney, and thank you, Arizona, for trusting Raffi Law Group when you've been injured in a car accident.
Raffi Law Group Accident Attorney, 623-388-4333.
If you're the victim of a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, you need to call Jimmy Cook with Cook Law for a free estimate of your case's value.
Insurance companies don't want you to call an attorney because they don't want you to learn how much your case might be worth. That's why we have attorneys standing by to take your call and tell you how much your case may be worth.
The call is free, so call Jimmy Cook right now.
Jimmy Cook, the car crash lawyer you pick. Jimmy Cook, call 255-0606.
If you want lower prices, unbeatable selection, and next-day delivery, your ship just came in with Spencer's historic Columbus Day sale. Plus, just announced, buy now and pay 0% interest till 2026. Spencer's always has unbeatable savings on all Whirlpool appliances. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, microwaves, ovens, and ranges, all marked down to revolutionary prices. Plus, buy today, get it tomorrow. Discover the savings at Spencer's Columbus Day sale. It's like having a friend in the business.
GIA Diamonds, lowest prices ever. The Jewelry Exchange has natural 1-carat GIAs just $19.90. Custom mounts are just $4.99. Carat 50, $29.90. 2-carat, $59.90. Thousands of diamonds guaranteed the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange, Phoenix.
Folks, we welcome you back to Thunderbird High School here on Thursday Night Kickoff. Say that about 1,000 times.
No doubt.
Got about 50 seconds left to go before we hit the third quarter. Yuma Catholic is all over Thunderbird 35-7, courtesy of 35 straight points in the first half. Nash Ott with 3 passing touchdowns in the second quarter. Alone Sir Stokes with 2 of them. Folks, let's go ahead and going down to our sideline reporter, Mr. Parker Garash. He's got a special guest he's standing by with.
Appreciate it, guys. Coach Nillette, I know it's probably not the first half you wanted. What was the message to get your guys back on track and get back into this game being down 28 points?
Right now, we have no margin for error. We didn't play as well as we could have in the first half. We got to clean it up, eliminate the mistakes, and get it done in the second half.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Coach Nillette knows what has to be done here in half number 2 as this team takes the field, and they will go on offense first. The little cousins out there to receive the opening kickoff here to start our third quarter tonight. We're so glad you joined us here on CW7 Arizona from Titans Stadium in Phoenix.
A man of few words, Coach Nillette is. He's like, let me get back out there. I got business to take care of.
Yeah, he can't do a whole lot of talking right now. They got to do some talking with those shoulder pads and helmets here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and hopefully they can start it off with a good drive here, get into the end zone, get some points. That's what they need. Get their offense on the field and start off with a good drive here and cut into that 28-point lead.
Yeah, it's all about this first offensive drive right here, getting that confidence back in your offense. They've got the weapons. They just got to settle everything down, stick to the game plan, and then they also have to get some stops on defense when the Shamrocks have the football once again. A high end over end kick to begin our third quarter of play, fielded inside the 5-yard line. Little across the 25, 30, 35, still on his feet, out near the 40-yard line, and finally ridden out of bounds there by Benton Beck. We got a penalty flag on the play, and that could be additional yardage tacked onto the return there for Thunderbird.
What a great return there by Darrell Little II, and yeah, that will be an extra 15 put on there, courtesy of number 5, Benton Beck. A little 5-on-5 action right there, but Benton Beck should have held off, should have just let him go out of bounds, but they'll tack on some more yards, and that'll be really good in the Titans' favor to get those extra free yards.
You got to keep your head, and those kind of penalties will add up over the course of a football game.
15-yard penalty.
So that is assessed to Yuma Catholic officially now, and then we'll move the ball into Prince territory to start this drive for the Thunderbird Titans. So they want to get a good thing going here on offense, and on top of that, Ed, they want to keep their defense off the field for a little while.
Oh, yeah, of course. Give those guys a break. They've been working all first half.
Ball at the 45-yard line of Yuma Catholic. First down and 10 now for the Titans. Cohill will go under center. I formation. Hand off to Elijah Little. He bounces it, cuts it back the other way, and then runs right into traffic. Rocky Stallworth right there on the stop for Yuma Catholic, among others.
Also, number 21, Jeremiah Polk was in there, the cornerback. There you see him right there. Excellent penetration. I believe also number 69 was in there as well. That's Carson. Is it Hunter Beck? Hayden Beck.
Hayden Beck.
That's right. He was number 33. Changed his number to 69. Hayden Beck was also in there.
You've got to hand it to this defensive front for Yuma Catholic. They've been getting off blocks all night long. Nowhere to go that time on the handoff. Andrew Cohill went down at a heap there at the 49-yard line. It'll be third down and 14 here. Just like that, third and long for Thunderbird.
So Coach Stallworth and his team knew what they had to do. They knew that Thunderbird loves to run the football. They stopped this football team. They can stop Elijah Little in this running attack. Then they're basically one-dimensional. If they can get penetration and pressure like they've done so far all game long in this drive, they're golden.
2-by-2 on the outside here for Cohill. He drops back, looks to throw. Nobody's open. Keeps the eyes down the field, has to throw it away there before he's nudged out of bounds. Rocky Stallworth over there for Yuma Catholic, along with number 62, Tyler Hefner. A team effort there on defense for the Shamrocks. And once again, fourth down upcoming here for the Thunderbird Titans.
Oh, we got to keep a lookout on for Stallworth right there. Number 44, see him got a kind of a bum wheel right there.
A little hitch in his giddy up right there.
Little hitch right there, yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on 44, although he is able to stay on the field.
Hopefully he's okay
for now. Back deep to receive for Yuma Catholic. That is number 23, Isaiah Marquez. A high end over end kick. Fair caught at the 20-yard line. So the Shamrocks will go back on offense here once again.
Folks following the game tonight, be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime and their all-new game night featuring Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. It's entertaining, challenging, and as we like to say on CW7, JP,
it's all good. That doesn't get old, does it, Ed?
No, it does not.
It really doesn't. First down and 10 now for the Shamrocks. They break the huddle. One receiver to each side. I formation here for Nash Ott. A toss, far side. This is number 5, Benton Beck. Benton Beck out across the 30-yard line. Picks up 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring a Shamrocks first down here just inside our third quarter of play. Nice spin cycle there applied by Benton Beck, and he's had himself a great game here as well for the Shamrocks.
Yes, he has so far. Offensive line doing their part, Benton Beck doing his part. Everything is working and near perfection so far for the Rocks.
It really is.
Well, they are putting on a show tonight.
Once again, I formation here for Nash Auto on first down and 10. They hand it off to the tailback. This is Benton Beck going far side, and a nice swarm there by the Thunderbird defense, courtesy of number 27, Lex Galvaz.
Galvaz, also number 55, Talon Flores was in there. See number 55, big fella right there, the 6'2", 250-pound senior getting in there.
Lex Galvaz over there. A loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12 now upcoming here for the Rocks. I formation once again for Nashot. He turns, gives. Benton Beck coming near side. Gets a few of those yards back across the original line of scrimmage. They'll spot him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It'll bring up third down and 7 here. Under 9 minutes remaining here in our third quarter.
It was outstanding coverage by number 8, Adam Gauthier. You see his speed he kept with the running back?
Yes. Great pursuit angle there as well by Gauthier.
Yep. Sometimes it is east-west, not north-south, right, JP?
That's right. Sometimes you got to string that thing out wide. Third down, 3 by 1 on the outside now for Ott. Shotgun snap, surveys, looks downfield, fires. It's caught at the 45-yard line. No, they say incomplete. Isaiah Marquez, the intended target. And Marquez just not able to corral that football. Fourth down now here, and a nice stop there for the Thunderbird defense. Now we got to see if they can get something going offensively.
Yeah, a much-needed stop for that Titans defense. Gets their offense off the field, gets your guys right back out there, gets Andrew Cohill and their guys right back out there.
Darrell Little, the second back deep to receive for Thunderbird. He scored the first points of the night here. That one takes a Shamrock bounce and kicks out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So that's where Thunderbird will go back on offense. We'll call it the 40. They will move it up to the 42 now.
Nice field position.
So great field position here for the Titans.
Oh, yeah. It's the show the pros watch, folks. Now on an all-new night inside the NFL. Go inside the huddle of today's top NFL teams with trusted expert analysis. Inside the NFL now on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on CW7 Arizona. And as you mentioned, JP, so much great brain trust and minds, brilliant NFL minds on that show.
That show has been on for a long time, and they just keep doing it. Yes, sir. 2 by 1 on the outside now for Cohill. They motion Little across the formation. He's under center. Turns. He gives to Elijah Little. Far side. He bounces it out. Still on his feet across the 40-yard line. And a host of tacklers there for Yuma Catholic. Hunter Hancock, one of those guys in there, the senior on the stop for the Shamrocks.
Great job by that Rocks defense stretching out Elijah Little. You know, forcing him toward the sideline instead of him letting him go north and south. They're pushing him east and west, as extreme east and west as they can stretch him.
You've got to hand it to the Shamrocks defense here tonight, holding one of the best running backs in the state through 2+ quarters here tonight at Thunderbird.
And as speedy as he is, they've got to be even speedier to keep up with him.
Taking great angles as well along the way. 2 receivers to each side. Cohill fires, caught across the 50-yard line, out across the 45. And an outstanding gain there. Joseph Francis on the reception. And you see Francis tiptoeing through the defense there. And they'll spot him down at the 44-yard line. So a great gainer there for Thunderbird. And right now they're trying to get this offensive engine going here for Coach Nolet.
Okay, momentum is moving right now with the Titans. Good job so far. They just got to keep it moving.
Keep it going. That's the #1 trick. First down and 10, Thunderbird now from the Yuma Catholic 44. 2-by-1 on the outside now. Cohill, play fake. Looks downfield. Thought about it. Had to get rid of it there for a moment. That could be a loose football. And we'll see if they rule it down here. We'll take another look at the play. Cohill rolls toward the near side. Pressure comes. And I don't know if the arm was going forward there or not, Ed. The officials will talk this one over. Penalty flag now hitting the ground real quick. Intentional grounding is the call assessed to Thunderbird.
And a loss of down.
So that'll back him up a few yards.
Second down. Go the one right behind.
Credit number 69, Hayden Beck, the defensive end, for getting that pressure. Beck, 6'1", 225. The senior coming off that edge and getting after the quarterback, getting after Andrew Cohill, forcing that intentional grounding.
So that'll back them up a few yards there.
Yeah, they'll back up 5 yards, lose it down on that intentional grounding.
Second and Tonopah right here for Thunderbird. 2-by-1 on the outside for Cohill. Looks downfield. Goes to the air. Elijah Little is in the area, and somehow it's caught. Oh, my goodness. How about the concentration there for Joseph Francis? It went off the helmet of a Yuma Catholic defender. Watch it bounce right there and right into the arms of Joseph Francis, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. Johnny on the spot.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're down 28 and you need a spark, you need something. Sometimes it's a bounce off of a defender's helmet. Your wide receiver catches the ball. Well,
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, isn't it, Ed?
Yep. And they were definitely lucky on that one.
Boy, Thunderbird needed that like nobody's business.
Yep. 2
receivers to each side now here for Cohill. Flanked to the right by Elijah Little. Shotgun snap. Cohill looks downfield. Goes to the air. Got a man. It's batted away and incomplete. Darrell Little, the intended target, and David Haynes with some magnificent coverage there for Yuma Catholic as he bats it away at the last moment.
Excellent coverage by the cornerback, knocking the football away. What could have been a short touchdown. He said, no fly zone right here.
No fly zone indeed. Textbook defensive back play right there for David Haynes.
Haynes, 5'9", 130 pounds. Wow, really? 130-pound junior.
5:46 remaining here in our third quarter. Elijah Little flanked to the right of Andrew Cohill. 2 receivers to each side. Cohill back to pass. Goes to the air once again. Same play. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Darrell Little the second trying to get these Thunderbird Titans back into the football game. And a great pass once again from Andrew Cohill to Darrell Little the second.
That was a great throw. Double covered. Darrell Little the second was, but he's still able to get around the cornerback, number 24, Carter Jennings, and make that catch. Great throw and greater catch by Darrell Little, the 6-foot freshman.
Calvin Schuerman on now for the PAT. And the Titans now trying to narrow the gap here. Schuerman bangs it through. It lands over on Thunderbird Road, and we've got a 35-14 ball game here with 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in our third quarter. Folks, this one not over yet. Let's get you that Student Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Thomas Law, an injury law firm making law personal. This one comes to us from Thunderbird High School.
Yes, sir. Thomas Law would like to recognize our Student Athlete of the Week from T-Bird High School. It's Miss Naomi Walsh. Miss Naomi Walsh. She is a senior and one of the stars of the volleyball program. Naomi currently holds the school record with 233 blocks.
Wow.
Look at that young lady's GPA, 5.0, a weighted GPA. Girls putting in work in the classroom.
5.0, Ed.
We don't have any idea what Naomi's future holds, but we know it's going to be a great future with a lot of achievements. So congratulations, Naomi, for being this Thomas Law Student Athlete of the Week.
5:40 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for more Thursday Night Kickoff right after the break.
recognize that guy? It's one of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away.
Seeing Arizona families struggle is personal for me. Growing up, my family barely got by. It's why I'm standing up to greedy corporations that aren't paying their fair share of taxes, leaving everyday Arizonans with the bill. And it's why I took on Big Pharma to limit the annual cost of prescription drugs for seniors and cap the cost of insulin to $35 a month. Because I'll do whatever it takes to help Arizona families make it. I'm Ruben Gallego, and I approve this message.
Touchdown catch number 2 for Darrell Little Jr., the second junior. Gets Thunderbird a little bit closer. 35-14, 5:40 left to go in the third quarter. That was a drive that T-Bird needed the worst way, JP.
Oh, my goodness. Did they ever need it? They had a very fortunate bounce there off the helmet of a defender for Yuma Catholic and right into the arms of Joseph Francis. That kept the drive alive. And then Andrew Cohill and Darrell Little finished it off with another tutty for the Titans. They'll kick it away. At the 1-yard line, it's fielded by Yuma Catholic. Here they come across the 15-20. Still on his feet, 25-30. And finally driven out of bounds that time. A big hit there applied on special teams by Devin Yates. Watch this thumper. That was a great turn, man. Absolutely going sideways right there after that big-time hit laid by Devin Yates.
That was a nice return by Hunter Hancock before he was rudely knocked out of bounds. Not pushed out of bounds, knocked out of bounds.
Maybe even blasted out of bounds right there.
I was being nice when I was describing it.
2 by 1 on the outside now for Nash Ott from the shotgun. He looks far side, goes that way, it's caught. On the reception across the 50-yard line. A big-time gain there for Benton Beck. The sophomore getting out there in space and doing some damage for that Yuma Catholic offense.
Great job by Benton Beck. You see him extending his hand.
Nice touch there as well on that football from Nash Ott. Down to the Thunderbird 46-yard line it goes. 2 receivers to the near side now for Ott. I formation. He'll turn and hand it off. This looks to be Benton Beck and knifing through on defense and getting the stop there for the Thunderbird Titans. That is number 19, Messiah Lovett. And Lovett getting in there and wreaking havoc in that Yuma Catholic backfield. You saw Beck trying to cut it back and bounce it outside, but Lovett wasn't having anything to do with that.
Yeah, great play by number 19, the cornerback / wide receiver, the 6'3" senior. Great job of him getting in there. It's those one-on-one tackles, those opportunities that you get. When you get those opportunities, you've got to make the most of it, and number 19 did.
Absolutely right. Trips left now here for Nash Ott. 2nd down and 10. He flips the football, looks downfield, sets the feet, goes that way. He's got a man. It's caught. Marquez on the run out there for Yuma Catholic. Finally forced out of bounds there by Elijah Hubbard, but not before a huge gainer for Isaiah Marquez in the Shamrocks offense.
If your wide receiver gets behind the defense and your quarterback is accurate, those kind of things always happen, and that's to the detriment of your defense. You let Isaiah Marquez get behind your cornerback and your safeties, and those are the kind of things that you happen. Big plays from Yuma Catholic.
Tonight's coverage is being brought to you in part by the Spirit Consultants, Arizona's official cheer and dance instructional company, proud partners of Thursday Night Kickoff right here on CW7 Arizona. And you see those young ladies working hard, entertaining the crowd down here. And I bet they're glad it's cooled off a little bit out here tonight as well, Ed.
Oh yeah, because they were out here putting in work.
Yes.
As we were setting up, they were out here practicing, getting ready for their performances, and those young ladies are excellent.
They are doing a great job here. Wearing the pink tonight. It is Cancer Awareness Month here in the month of October, so great job recognizing that here. We got, looks like a timeout on the field.
Injury timeout.
For an injury, so we'll remind you that it's the show the pros watch. New and on an all-new night, it's Inside the NFL. Go inside the huddle of today's top NFL teams with trusted expert analysis. Inside the NFL, Wednesday nights at 8 right here on CW7 Arizona. First down and 10 for the Shamrocks. Play fake. Ott's under pressure. He rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the pylon in sight, and then he's driven out of bounds on the far side of the field. Number 24, Carter Jennings, coming up in run support there after a nice gain there for Nash Ott, going far side with it into the boundary for a big gainer.
Ott saw Isaac battle and number 4, Greg Smith, coming after him, so he had to get out there, and he's got some scoots to him, doesn't he?
He's got some
number
wheels.
11. Number 11 can get away from the defenders.
Great job there by Thunderbird giving chase, but Nash Ott turned on the Jets right there. Full house backfield here for the Shamrocks on second down and short. Ott's under center. Toss, left side. And into the end zone for the touchdown. Hunter Hancock saw the hole, hit the hole with authority, and plunged his way into the end zone for 6.
Hunter Hancock's second touchdown run of the game, had a big first half, a touchdown run, and an interception, and great on special teams. He picks up where he left off in the first half with a touchdown run, extends the lead to 41-14. Great drive by Yuma Catholic to respond to that Darrell Little the second touchdown.
Absolutely right. On for the PAT once again, it's Hector Soto. Soto, 5'10", 177 pounds. Kicking toward the north end zone here at Thunderbird Stadium. That one off the right upright and through for the extra point. Our score, 42-14 with 4:18 remaining here in our third quarter. Let's get it down to our sideline reporter, Mr. Parker Garash. Take it away, Park.
What's up, guys? 42-14 here for Yuma Catholic. Got an interesting story for you guys. I was able to talk to one of the assistant coaches at halftime about this barrel here right beside me. The story goes that Coach Stallworth, it's a story that he's been using for a handful of years now about someone walking on a tightrope and bringing a barrel to walk and be able to balance. In the story, it talks about how his friends and family don't believe in him. And he said, if you don't believe in me, why don't you hop in the barrel and do it with me to get to the other side? And that really speaks to, I guess, the buy-in of this team and the total control that they want to have in each and every game they play. And right now, 42-14, they're looking like that right now. Been an incredible game, honestly, being up almost 30 points. But excited to see if Thunderbird can respond to get back into this game, though. Back to you guys.
Tradition-rich program out there in Yuma for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, and they bring those traditions on the road as well, Ed.
That is so cool that they can do that. Just load the buses up with all of their tradition and just carry it with them wherever they go.
Where do you put the wheelbarrow on the bus? Do you put that in the, maybe a parent brings that in the truck with them? I'm not sure, right?
Maybe.
This one fair caught at the 30-yard line there by Thunderbird's Owen St. Clair. The 5'8", 160-pound junior will spot the ball at the 30-yard line for the Thunderbird drive upcoming here with 4:18 remaining in our third quarter.
I'll tell you, it's been an impressive game so far for the Shamrocks. Offensively, defensively, special teams. Those young men, again, have come to play. This is a strictly business trip for these young men.
Absolutely.
Up 28 over a really good Thunderbird Titans team coming into the game 6-0.
Cohill hands it off. Elijah Little squirts out of a tackle. Heads up field. He'll pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
And once again, JP, penetration. Did you see number 21, yes. Jeremiah Polk, again in there after Elijah Little. These guys are getting off the blocks, as you mentioned, shedding those blocks, and they're getting to number 7. And What's impressive, he's not even in the end zone tonight.
No, he has not.
They've taken him completely out of the game.
He has not touched the end zone here tonight, and I got to tell you, this Yuma Catholic defense does a great job with outside contain. Back to pass, Cohill. Across the middle, it's caught at the 35-yard line. That is Devin Yates on the reception there, the 5'8", 140-pound senior. And Yates getting a missile off the arm of Andrew Cohill right there, picking up a few positive yardage. A 5-yard gain on the play will bring up 3rd down and 4 now.
But look how many white jerseys are around there, starting by Max Orozco, also number 44. As always, Rocky Stallworth is around.
Yes.
Wherever the football is, he's there.
Right there, right on time. Cohill back to pass. Goes to the air. He's got a man. It's Little caught at the 30-yard line. And Darrell Little the second, another outstanding reception over the middle. And a great throw there by Andrew Cohill as you see him rear back and fire that thing down the field.
Darrell Little the second having a great game, 2 touchdown catches and a great catch right there. Throw from Andrew Cohill. It was just one-on-one him and the cornerback. Great throw. Little got the catch, extension, and just had to sacrifice a little bit of his body to make that catch. But hey, number 5 made the catch, and they are in great field position.
As we approach 2.5 minutes remaining here in our 3rd quarter, a lot of football left to be played here at Thunderbird Stadium. Cohill, play fake, far side, caught. Joseph Francis on the reception there for the Titans. And Francis carrying defenders there across the line to gain. That'll be a Thunderbird 1st down. And right now the Titans on the march here.
Titans moving the ball. They just got to find a way to get it into that orange end zone. Got to get some more points.
Ball at the 17-yard line now. 1st down and 10 for Cohill in the offense. He's flanked to the right there by Elijah Little. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. A Little on a little trap. And down near the 10-yard line goes Elijah Little. And that's what we're used to seeing from number 7. A quick hitter into the hole and positive yards there for number 7.
Yeah, we're used to, right, seeing him do that all game long, almost 200 yards a game he averages. So it's good to see Elijah Little starting to warm up. This offense is starting to heat up as we head to about 90 seconds before the 4th.
You know, Thunderbird gets the score right here. We still got ourselves a ball game with an exciting 4th quarter upcoming.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Cohill goes under center. I formation behind him. It's an offset I. They hand it off to Elijah Little and nowhere to go with the football. Number 69 coming in there for Yuma Catholic. And that is Hayden Beck. Beck doing a great job once again, Ed. They get those hands inside, look for the ball carrier, shed the offensive lineman to the opposite side, and make the play.
And how many times have we said that tonight? Shedding blocks, immediately getting into the backfield and bringing down the running back.
Shout out to the defensive line coach for Yuma Catholic, as he has done a magnificent job with these young men. 3rd down and 5 here.
No doubt 4-down territory if they don't get it for the 4th.
Cohill hands it off. Elijah Little into some traffic, still on his feet. He'll get back to the 10-yard line and then run into 3 Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Start your engines and strap yourself in. Saturday, the road to the championship rolls on with the NASCAR Xfinity Playoffs. Live from Charlotte Speedway, CW7 brings you every lap, every turn of NASCAR's Xfinity's top 12 drivers. Coverage begins right here on CW7 at 12:30, your new home for NASCAR. The horn sounds to signify the end of our 3rd quarter. Yuma Catholic Shamrocks leading the Thunderbird Titans 42-14. We'll step aside, take a brief commercial timeout, and return for our 4th quarter of action right here from North Phoenix. Stay with us. You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff right here on Arizona CW7. Come on back.
Have you had the craving for the best burrito anywhere? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Burrito Express, your local burrito joint. Come on in.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burrito Express.
With 7 Valley locations and a new South Chandler location opening soon, your new favorite burrito is just right around the corner. Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Kickoff on CW7 Arizona.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
We head into the fourth quarter here. Yuma Catholic in complete control, 42-14 over the Thunderbird Titans. Thunderbird Titans driving and threatening to score right here. It'll be a big drive if they can finish it off, get into that orange part of the end zone and get a score, get a little bit closer, get within 3 scores, JP.
And we know if they want to get back into this ball game, they've got to have this score quickly here to start out our first quarter of play, and then they got to turn right around and get a big-time stop against this Yuma Catholic offense.
Or wait a minute, did Yuma Catholic get the ball? But I think they ran that 4th down play and they didn't make it.
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yuma Catholic football here to start our fourth quarter. Toss. Up the gut. Nice head of steam out to the 20-yard line, where Beck is finally knocked off his feet there by number 19, Messiah Lovett.
Okay, so they tried to hurry up and run a quick play before the quarter ended, and they weren't able to make it. I think it was a bobble snap between the center and the quarterback, and he fell on the ball, so that's why they turned it over on downs. Okay, wow.
So Yuma Catholic back on offense here, leading 42-14.
That's a killer, isn't it?
It is indeed. One receiver to the top side now. I formation here for the Shamrocks. Odd toss, far side. This is Hunter Hancock. And the Shamrocks continue to run the clock as he's brought down inbounds. 11 minutes and some change remaining here in our fourth quarter.
Second down.
Once again, shout out to the fantastic crew on hand here tonight.
Yuma Catholic again up 28 points, 42-14, 11:09 to go. They're looking real strong as they're trying to push their record to 6-1, and they'll go 2-0 in the 4A West Valley if they can hold on and get this victory tonight.
Following the game tonight, be sure to stick around for CW7 Prime. Their all-new game night features Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit. It's entertaining, challenging, and as we always like to say here on CW7, it's all good. It's going to be great stuff here. We're coming to you from Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. Jack Story was a legendary freshman football coach at Thunderbird High School when it opened here in the 1970s. And he coached here into the 1990s, if you can believe that, Ed. So the Jack Story Field, very special here to the community at Thunderbird High School. Special shout out to Mr. Rich Reed for sending that information over. A gentleman who works with Your View, Arizona, tuning into the ball game tonight. So, excellent. Rich, great to see you tuning in and enjoying this ball game here tonight.
Thank you, Rich.
From Jack Story Field. I formation now for the Shamrocks. Twisting through the defense. Out to the 40-yard line goes Hunter Hancock. Another nice gain there for Yuma Catholic.
Hunter Hancock having a great game. Again, 2 rushing touchdowns, interception for Hancock. He's been huge on special teams so far. So number 8's done it all night long for the Shamrocks, and they've needed him to in a big game that they had to have here inside the 4A West Valley. Guys stepping up in big situations.
They hand it off once again. Coming near side now is Hancock, and he is blasted there by a couple members of the Thunderbird defense, among those Messiah Lovett. And Lovett is really playing strong here in this second half of the ballgame tonight.
He is also number 3, Joseph Francis, coming up there in run support. You see him right there. And number 55, trailing back there, number 55, Talon Flores, has also been huge tonight for the Thunderbird Titans. 9:50 to go. Again, the home team down 28 points, 42-14, as Yuma Catholic continues to run the ball. They're going to do whatever's necessary to run the clock here on 3rd and 5, JP.
Pound the rock and drain the clock. That's the motto right now for the Shamrocks. They send Marquez in motion across the formation on 3rd down and 5. Ott goes far side, caught. Nobody home on defense there for Thunderbird. And on the reception, Tyler Speed, the 6'4" senior, rumbling out there in the open space. And I got to tell you, a great job there by Messiah Lovett once again of upending that ball carrier there out in the open field.
It's the show the pros watch, folks. Now on an all-new night inside the NFL. Go inside the huddle of today's top NFL teams with trusted expert analysis inside the NFL. Wednesday nights right here at 8 p.m. on CW7 Arizona.
If you're a fan of football, guys, you make sure and tune into that one. Coming your way next Wednesday, 8 o'clock right here on CW7 Arizona. I formation, a toss, coming near side. That looks to be Hunter Hancock on the sweep there. And a great look from overhead there, courtesy of our drone operator tonight. And how about this crew we got with us this season, Ed?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Outstanding work here.
I mean, Seth's just a couple bleachers right in front of us. He's controlling that drone, and
we got folks all over Jack Story Field here tonight. Stu is running our main camera. Jamal is running our sideline camera. Of course, Parker Garash down on the sideline providing you the updates from down there. We've got Dallas and Brecken Poovey, my sons, doing great work here as our red hat and additional camera. And then our A1 tonight, our audio engineer, Mr. Stephen Moore, and our producer extraordinaire. We saved the best for last for Miss Sonia Tellez.
Yes. Best in the business.
2nd down and 7 here after the timeout for Yuma Catholic. 8:45 remaining here in our 4th quarter.
And give you a quick cliff notes, folks, if you're just joining us. Thunderbird goes up 7-0 in the 1st quarter, and then it's all Yuma Catholic in the 1st half. 35 straight points. They're up 35-7, courtesy of the run and the pass, special teams, defense. Everybody steps up, and now we are where we are, where they're up 28 points with 8:45 to go.
We got a game for you next week, folks. We head out to Mesa. Ott raises the right leg, sends Marquez in motion. Shotgun snap. Looks downfield. He goes to the air. He's got a man fighting the defense. That's Sir Stokes. The ball falls incomplete. And great coverage there provided by Thunderbird's Elijah Hubbard. They know about Sir Stokes in this one right here, and Hubbard did a great job making sure two did not get a chance to touch that football.
Yeah, because he's touched the football twice and gotten into the end zone. Well, he's touched it more than twice, but yes, the 2 times he caught it, he got touchdowns.
That's what 2 does. Let's talk about our upcoming schedule here after this next play. We got some good games to wrap up the 2024 regular season, and then don't forget, we're going to take this thing into the playoffs this year on CW7 Arizona.
Nice.
3 by 1 on the outside for Ott. Down the field, caught on a little slant route. What a great catch there. High pointing the football. Isaiah Marquez on the reception there for Yuma Catholic. A chain-moving 1st down for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Let's get you to that upcoming schedule right here on CW7 Arizona. Next week we'll be out in Mesa as the Cesar Chavez champions visit the Westwood Warriors. The week after that, it's the Crosstown Showdown between the Prescott Badgers and the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. We go to Phoenix College on Halloween night for Buckeye and St. Mary's. And then November the 7th, out in Ahwatukee, it's the Tukey Bowl between the Desert Vista Thunder and the Mountain Point Pride. I can't wait to get back out there for that one.
What a great way to end the season with those 4 games, JP.
In the regular season, right,
yes.
Ed?
Yep. Before we hit the 2nd season.
Catch the full schedule at CW7Arizona.com. You can also see full game replays there as well, along with our Desert Gridiron Game Plan Coaches Show, which we have every Tuesday night. Make sure you join us for that. We preview our Thursday night kickoff matchup and then a featured Friday night game that week as well. So always great stuff, and I've really enjoyed doing that show with you and Parker this season.
Yeah, can't wait for next Tuesday.
2 receivers to the top now. 2nd down and 8 here for Yuma Catholic. They hand it off to Hunter Hancock. Hancock gets a couple yards there. Stopped on the play there by Lex Galaviz.
27 made the stop. Third down.
And you see Brandon Cadenas making his way onto the field there. Number 72. They got him listed at 285, Ed. I think that could be a typo. Let's send it to break. We're going to take a brief commercial timeout with 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here. We're going to keep it right here, actually, now. Ott brings the offense to the line here on 3rd down and 6. He'll go under center. Offset eye. Play fake. Rolls out to his right. It's a bootleg. Ott looking downfield. He has to keep it himself. And finally ridden out of bounds over there on the far side by Lex Galaviz.
Third down by Galaviz, number 27. Bringing it 4th down.
Fourth down here. And the field goal unit coming on here. So this will be a 39-yard attempt here. Great looking field shot right there for you. That is Hector Soto. He's been really good tonight on PATs. We'll see if he can knock this one through. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it's right down the middle. Hector Soto with a 39-yard field goal there for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. And they increase their lead now to 45-14 with 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in our 4th quarter. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and return to Jack Story Field after the break. You're watching Thursday Night Kickoff right here on Arizona CW7.
Thursday Night Kickoff is sponsored in part by NextCare Urgent Care.
Recognize that guy? One of those desperately hungry personal injury attorneys. You know, the kind that wants more than his fair share of your settlement? Get another attorney.
At Gerber Injury Law, they know you want the most from your settlement. So be careful of the monster law firms that want to eat most of it for themselves.
You can leave now. Shoot.
If you've been injured, call Gerber Injury Law. Get the most for your settlement and keep the monsters away.
I am a lifelong Republican, but I don't know what you call Carrie Lake.
She went off the rails.
Carrie Lake supports a law that would ban abortion even in the case of rape and incest.
Arizona will not be a state where abortions are happening.
That's just not okay.
Carrie Lake is still lying about her last election.
She tried to undermine our votes.
Carrie Lake dragged us through court case after court case.
And she still won't admit that she lost. She's just out for herself.
Carrie Lake's not conservative. She's nuts.
Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
What about the quarterback? Yuma Catholic about 541 away from running their record to 6-1 and going 2-0 in the 4A West Valley. They're up big over Thunderbird, 45-14. Courtesy of Hector Soto's field goal attempt puts them up 31 points. Folks, just a little inside look. We're thinking about player or players of the
yes. Game. I mean, if we could have the whole team on here tonight for Yuma Catholic, we might be able to do that. But, you know, we've got to pick some. There's a number of worthy candidates here this evening for the Shamrocks.
Oh, yeah, so we may have players of the game for Parker Garage to talk to.
We might have players. You're exactly right.
I don't know. Sonia, she doesn't like that. Okay, she gave me the look like,
She wanted to narrow it down to one, maybe.
But there are multiple. There's a lot of players, Sonia.
Devin Yates and Daryl Little, the second back deep to receive here for the Thunderbird Titans. 5:41 remaining here in our 4th quarter. A little squibber. Fielded at the 40-yard line. Bouncing off a tackler there. That is number 21, Desmond Dumas. Desmond Dumas fielding that one there at the 40-yard line. And barely getting back to the 40-yard line, but pretty good field position here for Thunderbird to start this drive.
After the Shamrocks finish this game up next Friday night, they'll host Buckeye at 7 p.m. And Thunderbird, they'll be on a bye week, and then the following week after that. Interesting. They also play Buckeye, but they go to Buckeye. So both of these teams will play Buckeye, just in different places at different times, of course.
The Buckeye Hawks, and don't forget, we'll have Buckeye on toward the end of our season as they'll come over to visit the St. Mary's Knights at Phoenix College on Halloween night. So that one should be a great one there as the Buckeye Hawks come to town. An all-out blitz there, a little Statue of Liberty play here for Thunderbird. Great stuff right there as they give that delayed inside handoff to Devin Yates. Watch this. You see Cohill just kind of act like he doesn't have the football and then backdoor it right there to Devin Yates. Good stuff right there. I like the trickeration for Coach Matt Millett.
I mean, heck, you're down 31, 5.5 minutes to go. You might as well pull it out of your
Let it fly. That's right.
Yep.
A gain of 8 on that one right there. 2nd down and 2 upcoming here. Cohill back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Has to throw it away on the far side. And the Thunderbird faithful wanting a penalty flag there as Max Orozco, the sophomore, teed off right there on quarterback Andrew Cohill.
Well, Andrew Cohill had to run. He was running for his life. Number 72, Cesar Fernandez, was after him, so he had to roll out and get away from him because 72 was bearing down on him.
He was coming. Third down and 2 here for the Titans. Clock stopped after the incompletion. 5:23 remaining here in the 4th. 2 receivers to each side now. Cohill back to pass. Pressure comes off the edge. He climbs the pocket and goes down for a sack. That is none other than Rocky Stallworth in there in the backfield. Adding a sack to his season-long total here for the Shamrocks.
You see Max Orozco coming up in the pressure, so the quarterback Cohill has to step up, but then, as you mentioned, number 44, again, always around the football. 4-4 is there to clean up from the pressure that Max Orozco put on him, forcing the quarterback to step up, and then he stepped into number 44.
Great stuff there from the defense of Yuma Catholic.
Even up 31.
Applied by Yuma Catholic. Cohill back to pass. Screen, the ball falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Elijah Little right there. And Jeremiah Polk all over Little that time, forcing the incompletion.
Polk and family came after him.
Yes.
It's like everybody
Polk
was
and
after
company, right?
Yeah. Cohill had nothing to do. He nothing he could do was throw the football, and he had to get rid of it.
So we have a personal foul now assessed. I believe it was a personal foul assessed to Yuma Catholic. So that'll give the Thunderbird Titans a first down as we see Elijah Little trot off there. So Thunderbird remains on offense here. 4:29 remaining here in our 4th quarter. Ball at the Yuma Catholic 44-yard line. 3-by-1 on the outside for Cohill. Drops back to pass. Here comes Stallworth. And Stallworth, an absolute monster backfield tonight for Yuma Catholic. Drops Andrew Cohill quickly.
I mean, did anybody nobody even got a body part on Stallworth? He just came right through. Just great defensive pressure. 44.
Wow.
My goodness gracious. He came through so fast.
What a player.
From that middle linebacker spot, he just shot through there and brought Cohill down.
My goodness, 44 on the attack that time for the Shamrocks defense.
Came into the game with 96 tackles. I know he's way over.
Oh, he's over the century mark now.
He's got to be at least 110, 115 after tonight.
He's added a couple sacks here tonight as well.
Yeah.
And a couple TFLs as well. Elijah Little into open space now across the 50-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 46. And a nice carry there. Max Orozco on the stop that time for Yuma Catholic. And that's what we like to see right there from number 7. Little stiff arm there. Almost broke that tackle, and he could have been still running if he'd have got loose from that little shoestringer right there.
But 41 knew all you got to do, you got to get those legs, get 1 foot of Elijah Little, and he falls down.
That's all you got to do. 3rd down and 12 here. Far side. The ball falls incomplete. Devin Yates was the intended target, and I don't think Yates was expecting that pass that time.
No.
3:01 remaining here in our 4th quarter. A gorgeous look high overhead at Jack Story Field, a brand new field. You talked about it a little earlier, Ed. This has only been in service here. I believe this is the 2nd season for the Thunderbird Titans.
Yeah, and it was our honor to come out last year on the
and open it up.
Yeah, we actually did open it up.
We did.
Brand new field.
They came out and played Moon Valley that night last year on Thursday Night Football. And they got new lights here as well at Jack Story Field. 2 receivers each side for Cohill. Pressure comes off the edge. He goes downfield. The ball falls incomplete. He takes a shot. And the intended target that time was Darrell Little II. So it'll be a turnover on downs here, and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks will go back on offense with 2:57 remaining in our 4th quarter. College football Saturday, CW7 is your home for college football. This Saturday, we take you to the ACC for a showdown between Georgia Tech and North Carolina. The Tar Heels battle the Yellow Jackets. For that Texas OU game as well on Saturday.
I know you are. I know you are.
I formation, they'll toss it far side. That is Jose Polk on the carry there, the 5'10 junior. Still on his feet. Takes the host of Thunderbird Titans to get him out of bounds. How about that gainer there for Polk on the far side, getting himself some varsity reps here late in the ball game.
He earned those yards too, didn't he?
He sure did.
Boy, they yanked him out of bounds.
He got hit by about 15 Thunderbird defenders that time. Tell you what. Second down and 3 here now for the Shamrocks. 2 receivers to the near side. Ott under center. Offset eye. Blasted in the backfield that time is the ball carrier for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. How about big number 62, Mason Fosu, getting in there and wreaking havoc in that Shamrocks backfield that time. A minute 30 remaining here in our ball game. We remind you next week we'll be out in Mesa as the Westwood Warriors host the Cesar Chavez Champions. Will be on the air at 6:30 p.m. for our pregame show. Kickoff is set for 7. That ball's on the turf and recovered somehow there by Ott right at midfield.
Well, JP, now we're at 4th down. Did you should we go ahead and let everybody know? Unveil the secret?
Give it to him, man. Give it to him, man.
So we've got 2 players of the game.
You got to snap, guys. You got to snap.
Players of the game, I guess you would say, right?
Yes. And they're both for Yuma Catholic. It'll be number 2, Sir Stokes. Great night tonight as always, as he's done all season long. And number 8, running back / outside linebacker, Hunter Hancock. So we've got to give both of those guys love because they've had outstanding performances tonight.
You're exactly right. Both those gentlemen have played really well here tonight for Yuma Catholic and made game-changing plays at just the right time here tonight for Coach Stallworth and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. So congratulations to Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock. They'll be joining our sideline reporter, Mr. Parker Garash, here following the conclusion of the ball game here as we have 24 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
And Yuma Catholic will run their record to 2-0, so they'll be alone in first place in the 4A West Valley. Thunderbird will fall to 1-1, and Northwest Christian is still 1-0. They've got a game tomorrow night, so at least for tonight, Yuma Catholic will be all alone in first place in their region.
No doubt it will be a fun bus ride back to Yuma tonight after a rousing victory here this evening over the Thunderbird Titans, who came into the game tonight undefeated at 6-0.
Yeah, and what more can you say? They put 45 points on a team that's only given up 28 all season long.
Outstanding performance here tonight.
And they've only given up 14 points on defense. Outstanding defense, and against special teams, they've all been great tonight. They've needed all three of those phases to get a big-time victory tonight.
And they got great play from all three of those phases here tonight. Ott under center. 4th down and 6. He turns and hands it off. Coming near side. Still on his feet near the 45-yard line. So it'll be a turnover on downs, and Thunderbird will go back on offense here now with 19 seconds remaining in our fourth quarter. Don't forget, our sideline reporter, Mr. Parker Garash, will be joined by our co-players of the game in about 19 more seconds. Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock, both those guys having outstanding performances here tonight for the Shamrocks. Cohill remains in at quarterback now for Thunderbird. They'll send one in motion. Now they'll give the handoff coming near side. And a nice run there by Owen St. Clair. St. Clair goes down inbounds. And the last few seconds will tick off the clock here at Jack Story Field. As the Thunderbird Titans fall to the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks, our final score, 45-14. A great victory here tonight. The Thunderbird Titans will fall to 6-1, and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks will improve to 6-1. We'll take a brief commercial timeout and return with our players of the game, Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock from the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Stay with us. We'll be right back at Jack Story Field in just a moment.
I have a home. I have a family. I have epilepsy.
I have a passion for dance. I have no warning a seizure's coming.
I have a job that I love. I have side effects from my medication.
Epilepsy treatment has come a long way, but not far enough.
We have a chance to rise up right now.
And help advance research.
Because we are so much more than our epilepsy.
RISE is a clinical trial investigating a new potential treatment for focal epilepsy.
See if you qualify.
I've been looking, trying to find the right way to walk. Stay beside me, girl. Try me, I wanna be in your life. I've been looking, searching, trying to find the right way to walk. The Lord is my light, my salvation.
The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks defeat the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 45-14. James Poovey, alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Thunderbird falls to 6-1, and the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks improved to 6-1. As we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth, we stand by and await our co-players of the game in Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock. Great performances by both those young men tonight, along with the rest of the Shamrocks football team.
It took a team effort to get a big victory, a 31-point victory on the road against a really good Thunderbird Titans team, but Yuma Catholic did, running their record to 6-1. They are undefeated still in the 4A West Valley. What a great performance tonight as we see a touchdown pass. Here's one of Sir Stokes' 2 touchdowns on the night. throw from Nash Ott. Nash Ott was great tonight with his decision-making, 0 interceptions. He was fantastic tonight. Just as you mentioned, a dominant performance, and a dominant performance that was needed in all 3 phases for the win.
Let's take it down to the field where Parker Garash is standing by with Coach Stallworth and our players of the game. Take it away, Parker.
What's up, guys? Yeah, I got Hunter Hancock and Sir Stokes here. Unbelievable performance on both sides of the ball from both of you guys. Sir, I want to hit you first. You were able to really control the offense just with your playmaking. You caught a huge deep ball with 3 dudes on you. How are you able to control that at the wide receiver position and be able to really crunch down these defensive backs and really make them like play out of their game?
I don't know. It's just like when I need to make a play, the quarterback knows to throw it to. Yeah, and he trusted me, and I trust him.
And Hunter, to you, 2 touchdowns on the night, a pick, and you were a lockdown player on special teams. What is it about the discipline of this team? You guys really seem to play together for each other and just a really disciplined style of football. Talk about that and just your performance all around tonight.
I would just like to shout out our DB coach. He's really been putting in the work for us to get better, and it's really been helping us just lock down these offenses and making plays on defense.
Appreciate the time, guys. Good luck with the rest of the season. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
A rousing victory tonight for the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. They defeat the Thunderbird Titans by the score of 45-14. Congratulations once again to our co-players of the game, Hunter Hancock and Sir Stokes. Both of those guys played really well tonight for the Shamrocks. They're going to have a nice ride back out west to Yuma tonight and celebrate on that bus, no doubt.
Yeah, nice business trip up here. A thorough, dominant victory over a really good Thunderbird Titans team. And both teams are 6-1, but in the region, 2-0 for Yuma Catholic.
We'll send it to the break and come back and wrap this up from Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. Our final score, once again, 45-14. The Shamrocks defeat the Titans. We'll welcome you back in 1 minute to wrap up this Thursday night kickoff.
You know, in the time it took me to get this coffee, there was most likely a serious car accident here in the Valley. I'm attorney Fred Thomas. I grew up in the Valley. I've been helping injured people in the Valley for almost 20 years.
If you're injured, contact an attorney that, like you, calls the Valley home. And, like with so many others, will get you the compensation for your pain.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call me, and I'll get you the compensation you deserve.
If you're injured, call Thomas Law.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
With every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Nice. We welcome you back to Jack Story Field here in Phoenix. 45-14. The Yuma Catholic Shamrocks get the victory tonight over the Thunderbird Titans. Numerous magnificent plays all over the football field here tonight as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Players of the game, Sir Stokes and Hunter Hancock.
Yeah, both of those guys with 2 touchdowns. Hunter Hancock also with an interception, and he was excellent on special teams. Again, all 3 phases needed to be in harmony tonight for them to come up here on a road, get that business trip out of the way, get a victory, and head back home. And that's exactly what the Rocks did.
Next week, we'll come to you from Mesa, the home of the Westwood Warriors, as they host the Senior Chavez Champions. We'll be on the air at 6:30 p.m. for our pregame show, and kickoff is set for 7 o'clock next week from Westwood High School out in Mesa. For our fantastic broadcast crew out here on hand tonight at Jack Story Field, I'm James Poovey. For Ed Cole, Parker Garash, and the rest of our crew here, we wish you a good night, a great weekend, and we will talk to you again next Thursday. Once again, our final score, 45-14. The Shamrocks get the win over the Thunderbird Titans. Have a great night, folks.